How is it going, everybody? My name is DamarcoDude.
Hi, I'm Luke with Starfield Signal.
Hey guys, it's Light here.
Hi, I'm the King Fanman.
This is John.
Hey guys, Dom here.
Hey everyone, I'm the Arcane Realm. Muted. Great start. How is it going, everybody? My name is DamarcoDude, and thank you all so much for joining Stars for Change, a Starfield pre-show charity event. I'm as giddy as a child. We have so many incredible people who have taken time to either submit some videos to send them our way. Obviously, everybody that's joining me here, I'm just going to let everyone introduce themselves in a second because there's a lot of us here, but we have so much to look forward to, all for a fantastic cause going towards St. Jude. We're going to be giving away some Starfield Signal merch. We have some exclusive, never going to be recreated DamarcoDude merch that we will be partnering with you directly to create to find a design you like. We have two, not one, but two unique gift cards to give away for Steam or Xbox to use towards Starfield. There's creator bundles where you could get stuff from myself, Robots Radio, and Starfield Signal. And if we hit that $100 short of the goal, we're going to be reaching towards the Starfield controller that has been leaked but is pretty much out in the wild. If we reach just before our threshold, we're going to be giving away one of those here as well. But I am joined by a phenomenal, amazing, absolutely incredible group of people that I literally could not have done any of this without, because they've done so much and I'm so grateful. Let's start with, I guess, just Lexi, and then kind of pass the baton if we want to introduce everybody.
Hello, my name is Lexi. We at Lorefield, we're solely focused on Starfield. We run the Lore subreddit for the game, and we run a podcast on YouTube on the side. Soon to be lore content and lore focused, but pretty cool times. Pretty cool. Unfortunately, Mitch couldn't be here, the other half of Lorefield, at the moment, so you're stuck with me. I'm the less cool one, but
that's not true.
Yeah, that's not true.
we've got the lovely Todd Howard here.
Yeah.
As you caress his jacket.
Yeah, it's his face.
Oh no, he's gonna fall out.
All right, let's go to Dave. Dave, say hello.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Dave Chavins. I am from the Starfield Lorecast, which is a lore show based around Starfield. We don't know much about Starfield, but we're covering pretty much the latest and greatest space facts that you can find out there. I'm known from some Fallout podcasts as well as some other Fallout podcasts. I feel like that I've done a bunch of Fallout podcasts, but the Starfield Lorecast is primarily where I dock my ship.
Oh.
Well played.
Yes.
Speaking of well played, we have the phenomenal player and also poet with us, Jessica Starr.
Oh, I'm a poet now, too. My goodness, way to put a girl on the spot. Hey, I'm Jessica Starr. Happy to meet y'all. Host of the Fallout Feed podcast, and I run the You Wastelanders YouTube channel over on Twitch. Fallout-focused content mostly on YouTube, Twitch, and podcasts, but, you know, incredibly excited about Starfield, and hopefully, in addition to a Skyrim Addict podcast that we do over at ASA Podcasting, we'll have a Starfield Addict podcast soon, so stay tuned for more on that. But I'm so excited to be here with this amazing panel today, and to talk about Starfield.
Yeah, and we already have raised $140 before we've even just gotten started, which is like the best
Ah.
kickoff. Like
That is
we have,
awesome.
we
Thank
have
you guys.
already. So
Great.
just to kind of jump into this, right? We do have several milestones, and we've already crushed 2 of them. Liftoff and 1 small step. So at $100, one of the giveaways that was going to happen is actually we can introduce our final member here, which is Starfield Signal.
Hello, hello. Thanks for having me, DeMarco and friends. Great to meet everyone. And yeah, you can check out my content at youtube.com/@StarfieldSignal. And at this point, I make pretty much everything Starfield. And as this Starfield thing starts to unwind and unfold before us, then we'll kind of get more direction as far as how this channel goes. But I am just so excited to be part of this community. One of my favorite things about Starfield isn't even about the game. It's just how this game, this idea, this dream has really captured the imagination of so many different people. And you have everything from content creators like us to programmers and coders being passionate about Starfield and this idea of freedom and exploration. Kind of brings people together from all these disciplines, and we just get to like have fun and like support and encourage each other. So that's like a really cool thing that I've noticed in the past few months.
Also, yeah, you hit it perfectly, which is just creating this world. But also, you can be completely offended, Red, because I said the last person, and it's not
fine.
true. Red Wolf Renegade,
fine.
good friend.
Yes, hello everyone, and I'm so happy to be here. This is very exciting. I literally had stress dreams about this last night, which again I guess shows that I care. I was on a big yacht with a bunch of rich people, and I was trying to serve them hors d'oeuvres while in the chat of this show, and I couldn't. I was just so overwhelmed, and I woke up in a cold sweat. And that was about 5 minutes ago. I'm just kidding. But yes, I'm Red Wolf Renegade on the YouTube channel Red Wolf Renegade, where I have a weekly podcast at 6 p.m. Eastern Central Time. And after the showcase kicks off, that's when the real content will be kicking off. I'm sort of like the baby right now in the YouTube space. But yeah, check me out there. Yeah, I'm very excited to be here. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, so during the show, we're going to have Red Wolf Renegade is going to be on comments duty. So if you have any questions to ask literally anybody or everybody here, please leave them below. It is Red Wolf's biggest job during the stream to make sure that we're keeping on top of comments. And Red, feel free to just jump in whenever you see a nice opening. And then Lex.
Oh, yeah.
Lex has a very important job, Lorefield, to keep track of our giveaways. And we're already 71% of the way to our next goal. Can you believe I was going to stop at 500 and we're already halfway there?
Look at that.
Halfway there.
We're monetizing.
Dreams.
I was going to set the goal for $500, and I was told, nope, you have to have more faith, and I'm glad it's seemingly so far being rewarded. But Lex is in charge of keeping track of all the donations and if any comments or rewards are redeemed. So, do you want to go through some of those?
Okay, so we have first one that came through. We were the first person to donate, which actually was before we even actually started. I just wanted you to do the intro. So we have Spudman WP donated $50 13 minutes ago for our first donation, and then 2 Anonymous donated $50 and $20 respectively.
Nice.
Then we have Marie Eve. I'm gonna butcher this last name. I really apologize. Berthalet. They donated $20. And Tylenol donated $100. And then we've got another anonymous, which was $10. So thank you very much, everyone.
Yes, thank you. I see that one person claimed one of the rewards, so that's great, awesome. Just be sure to reach out to us after the stream. One of us, you can find our socials in the description below. I need to update that actually to include some of the other ones. But if you do claim a prize, you could reach out to myself on Twitter or Luke, for example, or just try to get in contact anywhere. Actually, this might be a great time to shout out, Luke, your Discord, which is very active and has a phenomenal community.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll put a link to our Discord in the chat here in just a second. I'm still kind of promoting this on Discord right now, actually. Excuse me. But yeah, like I said earlier about the community, it's just been so positive, like to be part of the Starfield community, and a lot of those people have gravitated towards our Discord server. And big shout out to my server admin, ex Scarface XO. His name's Solomon in real life. So don't let the Scarface intimidate you. He's like a big teddy bear. I hope he hears that. But he is incredible. He's really the one who's kind of built this community. You know, I just kind of get to focus on making content. But it's really cool. Like we get video ideas over there, and we're able to kind of chat about videos we make kind of after the fact. And we also get to, you know, we're going to have an after party there after the Starfield Direct event on Sunday. And so there's just a lot of cool things you can do in Discord. I'm a Discord baby. Lots of people who are maybe a little older, like myself, might be a little intimidated by like a new technology. These newfangled ideas.
Gosh darn
Don't
it.
know where your Facebook goes. But it's not bad. It looks intimidating, but once you get in, there's like one or two places you need to even worry about. And there's just a lot of positivity and a lot of encouragement. And honestly, when the game comes out, it's going to be probably, I mean, not just my server, but Discord is a great way to like experience a single player game in community. And I've never had that opportunity before. And so I'm really excited about that.
That's amazing. I think for me the biggest thing is like the whole new world for Starfield, and we're gonna get into like all the things that we're looking forward to. Of course, we're gonna be talking about that, but first, and absolutely first, I do want to try to test something out. So we've already hit our first giveaway, and we're 50% of the way to our second giveaway, which is going to be a code for either Xbox or Steam, which theoretically you could use for anything. Theoretically, but we ask that you please do use it towards Starfield. The alternative was we wait until Starfield actually comes out and then I forget to do it and you never get it and you have to harp on me and I'm busy with all the Starfield content that's coming. So yeah. I'd much rather just give you the card right away and it'll be on your platform of choice. But I'm going to start a test giveaway. So if you want to try this, I hope it does go through. We'll see that in a little bit in chat. There you go. You can use !raffle. And if you do !raffle, you have 2 minutes to enter this one. The others will be longer. But once we do that, we're going to close the entries. This is just a test. We want to make sure that all the systems work correctly before we give away some of the other systems. So thank you guys so much for doing that. And yeah, we have a lot to go through today. We have a trivia where we're going to be going through a bunch of Starfield questions that myself and Lorefield came up with, some of them incredibly difficult, and you guys will get to challenge the panel here, which supposedly are supposed to be Starfield experts. That's why they're all here, and we're going to find out if that's true based on whether or not they can beat all of you. So that's a lot of fun. We'll be sharing that later. Then there's also going to be a, what else do we have planned? We have tons of fan submissions where we're going to be playing just a reel of all of you guys that we asked for to get a ton of people in the community involved, to see the faces behind the folks excited for Starfield. And we also have some submissions from the folks who couldn't be on the panel directly. But if all of you could just leave a like on this stream as well to make sure that it keeps going and it keeps running and it gets out to some people who are around, we'd really, really appreciate that. I think maybe it's a good time to kind of just bang out right off the bat one of our guest submissions, one of the appearances. Do we want to jump into one of those guys?
Let's jump into that. I know we had a lot of people who submitted their thoughts and excitement about Starfield, so let's go for it.
Yeah,
let's bang it out.
Bang it out. All right. Faces of the fans. Let's see if I could play this.
Oh, jump right into the fans. Perfect way to start.
Yeah, let's get there. Let's get them. There we go.
We asked Bethesda fans over on Twitter to send us a short clip, letting us know what they're looking forward to in Starfield, excited for or hope to see at the Direct, and their history with Bethesda. Here are just a few faces of the fans.
Hey guys, it's Jake. Just wanted to say that Lorefield brought me to the dance, but DamarcoDude and that Renegade Round podcast has kept me around for that community. I just love what you guys are doing there. As you can see, still don't have a wristwatch, so I'm most excited for Starfield to announce the collector's edition with that watch. You guys know the one. Alright, peace.
Hey everyone, Eric aka Sulior from the Tapes from the Waste and Tamrielic Adventures podcast. I've been a big Bethesda fan since I first discovered them back in 2006, and just love how you can immerse yourselves in these worlds, and stories have always been amazing. Just want to get out there and explore, and I can't wait to see what they do in space.
Greetings, Lee Benjamin here. Bethesda Game Studios and I have explored the forests, fields, and mountains of Tamriel, the wastelands of Washington, Boston, and West Virginia. Now I'm thrilled to be joining them again to push my exploration into the Starfield.
Hey, I'm Vic from Skyrim Addict, and I guess I'd have to say my favorite Bethesda game is Skyrim, of course. I'm 66, so I've been playing Bethesda games for as long as there have been Bethesda games, and I want Starfield to be Skyrim in space. What can I say? I'm sorry, but that's what I want. Hey, thanks.
Hey there, my name is Shreds. I'm over here at the Elgato Pub streaming on Twitch. And of course, I am looking forward to this weekend's showcase, right? The Xbox showcase. I'm looking forward to seeing what's new in Sea of Thieves. I'm looking to see what's new, what the new Starfield has in store, because I'm looking forward to building my own starship. And of course, I've been playing Bethesda games for so long. 1994 was my first game, and it was Doom on the Macintosh. Because yeah, it had to be a year after the PC version came out in 1993. But I am so looking forward to the Xbox showcase this weekend. Let's go!
Hi, I'm Miss Max, a gamer and a content creator, and I've been playing Bethesda games since about 2016. I play a lot of Fallout, and Fallout 4 is my favorite of all time. I'm really excited for the showcase and hoping to see aspects of gameplay, the character creation, and I'm most excited to find out the stories and the lore in the game.
Hi, I'm Scullyface, a variety streamer on Twitch, but most folks know me from the Fallout 76 community. I've been playing Bethesda games for about 12 years, my favorite title being Dishonored. I think what I'm looking forward to the most for Starfield is the character and ship customization. I really love being able to creatively express myself inside of the games that I play.
I'm Will, been a Bethesda fan since discovering Fallout 3. Fallout 4, it's my all-time favorite game. I'm real excited for Starfield and creating a bunch of new characters and having them interact with all the different NPCs, making those tough moral choices Bethesda is known for, while getting to explore new worlds along the way.
So, really what excites me about Starfield is just to see what creative directions the devs have taken and how much their systems have evolved. Yes, I'm excited to play this game, but I'm also kind of just intrigued to get a hint of what this might mean for their future titles. Because Senator knows it's been too long since the last Elder Scrolls game, and this could give some decent insight into... Guys, I've gotta run.
That was great.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
That was so good.
Amazing. I was smiling so hard. That was like some of the most heartwarming things. That just blew me away right there. I don't know about anybody else. That was just so. What a great community.
The excitement for Starfield is palpable. I was just telling people in chat, like, we gave them 2 days to send in clips and had a bunch, some people I know, some people I don't, a bunch of people sent stuff in to DeMarco and I. We put that together. Had to put the dragon last. You know what I mean? Like, I love that. It was totally unexpected.
So that was actually created by a longtime subscriber to the channel, to mine, and he's just the most amazing person other than everybody here, on top of everybody here. And everybody in chat, and everybody who's donated, which we have a couple more we'll go through in just a little sec. Did we hit another milestone? Did we cross another milestone? Nope, not yet. Not...
Lexi, you might be muted if you're talking.
Oh, yeah, I'm muted, sorry. Professional streamer.
Perfect.
Yes, but so that was by Jonas, who has helped to create every single stream element, from the custom transitions to the layouts to everything going on. Jonas has helped do that, and he made that submission. And I think one of the thing I really loved was just the amount of the difference between all the people that submitted those fan videos. Like, there's such a wide group of fans. I mean, I loved who was it? Was it Mitch that was playing for 60 years? He said, which is just amazing.
Yeah, that's Victor. Yeah, he's one of the hosts of Skyrimatic podcast on my network, and he's 66 years old, and he's been playing Bethesda games since the beginning. Absolutely.
Love that. Oh my god, that was so
Yeah.
cool. I love
We
that.
call him the mod father. He is a mod guru extraordinaire.
Oh,
learn a lot
That's
from
so
him.
good. What a great
Listen,
screen name, the Mod
We're gonna
Father.
have to get, we're gonna have to get in touch because there's a character that he's gonna have to put me in straight into Starfield. We can talk about that. So, Mod Father, you heard it here first. Renegade Realm, hit me up.
Hey, DeMarco, if you don't mind me jumping in, we had a question in chat. Basically, it was being asked, I think it was Light who asked, how many people started with Morrowind and what was your first Bethesda game? And I thought that might be a little fun Red Robin for us to kind of get us warmed up, too.
Yeah, perfect.
I'll start by saying my first Bethesda game, BGS game, was Morrowind. I came from gaming in the 90s with, classic CRPGs, computer RPGs. And, they were all turn-based and stuff. So when Morrowind came out and everything was live action, and you could talk to everybody and do anything and steal from anyone, I mean, not that I enjoyed that, but that was a revelation. So yeah, my Bethesda love affair kind of started with Morrowind. How about you?
Yeah, I will say my first one was Oblivion. I have never played Morrowind. I've jumped into it, and I've tried to play it, but I think everyone can generally agree that is a hard game to get into in 2023. I love all the memes that come out of it, trying to whack the creatures, but it doesn't just work.
Yeah, just like the hits, that game doesn't connect with everyone, totally.
Yeah, but so thankfully I've been spared the wrath of you should know the and this is really gonna put my entire Elder Scrolls love into complete jeopardy. The cliff racers. Nope, I got it on my own before anybody said. The horrors of the cliff racers that I know are just a nightmare. But that was my first thing, and I remember with my cousins when I was a wee little DeMarco, a little DeMarco boy, not yet a DamarcoDude. I would be invited to my cousin's house, and they had an Xbox. I didn't have an Xbox, so we'd go there and we just sit inside and play Oblivion because my cousins were like, "There's this game, and you could kill goblins and shoot spells and do all this stuff," and it's like, "Oh my god!" And so it blew me away at first sight. So that was my first one, and I've played every single one since. It took me a while to get into Fallout, though. I don't know if anybody's had the same experience. If you started with either Fallout or Elder Scrolls, and then you had a hard time getting into the other one.
Go Lex.
No, I was just gonna say I didn't know Fallout existed until 2015.
What?
Existed.
So it was Shelter coming out that drew you in, right? You saw Fallout Shelter, and that's what drew you in.
I was.
He was sheltered, and then
I was a Sky baby. I didn't know. I would play Call of Duty before Skyrim. Sorry, I'm going off topic. I remember I told my mum when I was like 13 or 14, the Legendary Edition just came out, and I was like, I just got married to this woman, and she's like, you know you don't know who you're marrying. I'm like, oh no, it's all offline. I gave my mum half a mini panic attack.
I apologize as the layout and positioning of all our faces gets completely discombobulated, but I just realized that we didn't have Dave on the screen, so I apologize for that.
Hey, here I am.
Now we can see.
No, that was intentional.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
I could get rid of him again.
I'll make myself so small that nobody notices me. Now I'm one of those goblins that you kill in the Skyrim. Now I'm down here with the rest of them.
Point of contention, goblins in Skyrim, unless you're talking Anniversary Edition, goblins were much more prevalent in Oblivion.
Oh my god, what do we have, a bunch of lore nerds here? Come on, guys.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
I mean, technically. Wraithlings, snow goblins.
Isn't your username on Twitter Dwemerologist?
Dwemerologist. Yeah, I love Dwemer. I'm literally a Dwemerologist. I'm a walking encyclopedia.
Wait, Dave, Robots Radio has a shirt that we're giving away as part of the. If you donate $100, we have a giveaway pack, and one of the shirts that we're giving away is like it says Elder Scrolls Lore on it, or like Elder Scrolls Lore Nut. It's from your show.
Yeah, I don't do Elder Scrolls Lorecast. I'm a guest on Fallout Lorecast, so that's like my connection. But I think the game I started with is Oblivion when it first came out, and I had a really terrible PC, so I turned the fog. I had to turn the fog all the way up, so I never knew what it was exactly like. I knew it was like 100 meters in front of me. Beyond that, everything was just like shrouded in a storm, and I would walk around and be like, "Oh crap, there's a castle." I remember playing that game and not realizing there was a fast travel system. So like I just felt like I was like stumbling through the fog. It was almost like Silent Hill meets Oblivion in some ways. I think that initial playthrough.
That's amazing. Silent Hill is an interesting comparison I've never heard before.
Well, when you turn the fog on all the way and you can't see anything because you got like what 1 gig of RAM or something that you're trying to play this thing on, you got to do what you got to do.
Very fair. Red, how about you?
My first ever. I'm not muted, am I? I don't think so. I'll keep talking and we can go. So, yeah, I'll never forget. It was a cold winter's night. I was a young lad at the ripe age of, I don't know, I was like 12 or 13. And we were going far away to stay at my step-grandmother's house. And my mom said if I was good and didn't try to light anything on fire, that she would buy me one game. Because we were going to stay there for an entire week. And I remember, this is when it was EB Games, and I remember looking across the store and saw this black and gold shiny case, and I was like, ooh, shiny. And I walked over, and it was, of course, Morrowind Game of the Year edition. And I looked on the back, and it was like, plays all these different races, and I was like, this is... Anyway, long story short, Christmas came early that Christmas. It was right then and there when I picked that game up. And then I didn't even want to come out to the family because I was like, Christmas is over. This is it. I got it. But that actually sort of spawned my love of RPGs in general. It was sort of like my launching point. So yeah, thanks to them. Yeah, short and sweet. That was it. Morrowind.
Nice. Lexi, did you go? And Signal and Luke as well.
Yeah, I think it was mainly Oblivion for me as well, DeMarco, so kind of in the same boat there. I think I do remember trying Morrowind first, and yeah, I think it was too brown. I just remember everything being brown in that game and very kind of muddy, like the visuals. But I think it also kind of intimidated me and confused me because, like what Jess said, like that was the first game where you could interact with everything that I had played with. And so, like a fork on a table or a plate or a sweet roll or, an arrow that you shot, but you can go pick it up now. And so all of that, I think, was just like, I didn't understand it. I do remember going back to it, though, after I'd played Oblivion for a bit and kind of had a better PC and figured out that, oh, you can put like cheat codes in here, on the PC version. And I remember playing around with that and like, oh, I can jump really high. I'd put like the agility or whatever to, or athleticism, whatever it was in there to like 99. But then I realized like, oh, this isn't like a slider. I can put it to like 9,000 if I want to. And that's when I discovered, what real BGS games are.
Real BGS games are riding your horse sideways up a mountain in Skyrim.
Right.
That's
yeah.
Or
it's like, these are games made to be broken. That's the literal. Lots of people use the term sandbox, right, for these big open world games, and I think BGS games are literally that. They kind of give you, here's what we made in the sand, here's our sand castle, and you can play with that and have a good time. But then they give you all these other tools too, to where you could make something completely different if you wanted to.
Yeah,
so that's cool.
1,000%. Lex, do you want to go through some of the, because I think we just, oh no, it's just telling us our next milestone. Do you want to go through some of the donations? Because thank you again to everybody that has been. The link is in the description. Goes straight to St. Jude's. Ads are turned off for this video. Super chats turned off for this video because we want everything to go right there. So Lex, if you want to catch us up.
Yep. So, Mitch, the my other half on Lorefield, has donated $40. Thank you very much, Mitch.
Thank you, Mitch.
And there's a comment with it, so I'm gonna read that. Sending the best vibes to every single one of you. Thanks so much for celebrating video games Starfield and BGS, and helping an amazing cause in the process.
Thank you,
You rock, Mitch.
Good man, Mitch. A
It just
gentleman
says
and
Mitch,
a
but
scholar.
I'm assuming it's the right Mitch. If not, I guess you're part of Lorefield now.
You're welcome, Mitch. Number
What a
2.
promotion! That's great. That's good. I like that.
And then we've got Jackie. I'm gonna butcher a lot of names. Peely. They donated $25, and their comment is, "Awesome cause, great people." Thank you. I like to think
Thank
so.
you.
No, I'm kidding. And then finally, we have up till now we have DamarcoDude. Oh, great! We've got another one. DamarcoDude. And they donated $25, and their comment is Starfield, Starfield, Starfield. This is amazing. And a new one, Ben Millard, $100.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness, Ben.
Whoa.
Ben and
Thank you.
Chask asking about that link, jumping right on it. Thanks so much, Ben. $100. Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah, and that pushes us to another. Luke, I hope you're ready to give away more of your stuff.
Let's do it.
All right. Yeah. Is there any others, Lexi? Before we'll get 2 of the giveaways out of the way. It's gonna be a Starfield Signal mug, which thank you, Luke, for. He has kindly donated to this event some of the merchandise from his store. So there you go, right out of it, Signal Crew.
I'll give you this very mug that I'm drinking. I'm just kidding.
He's got his DNA on it.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Talk about throwing in a bonus.
There you go.
So
A real
did we cover?
influencer over here.
Did we cover the people who donated earlier in the stream, Lexi, or do we want to go over those real quick?
We've covered all of them up till now.
Okay, beautiful.
Okay, I see some at the top through that little sidebar. I did see Jackie Field. Thank you, Jackie, for donating $25 to it. If we do miss you somehow, then we apologize. Just throw it in all caps in chat and tell us how horrible we are.
Yeah, if you missed anything, just at Red Wolf in the chat, and I will see it and I will grab it, and you will not be missed. So if you feel like you got missed, just at me in chat, and I got you.
Yeah, wonderful. So the giveaway did work mostly. It just did not show. The raffle is closed, Squadman, but we're gonna start another one. This is going to be for the Starfield Signal mug, and I'll give you a little hint, a little insider information. There were there's about over 70 people that are in this stream right now, which thank you all so much for being here. If each of you could just hit the like button, we'll boost through to be my highest or our, like, I don't know, this is just incredible to have all you guys here. So if you leave a like, we'll get pushed out to more people. But 19 entered the test raffle, which means you have really good odds to win the stuff that's coming up. Really good odds. And we're going to start by giving away the Starfield Signal mug. So you have... I accidentally said it for 2 hours. We're not going to let it go for 2 hours.
Just sitting here waiting. I'll get there.
And unless there is a strong delay, then that might not be quite going through as of yet. So this is the flaws of doing things live and doing giveaways for the first time ever.
Yeah.
But we can delay because I saw we had a question while I try to figure this out. I saw we had a question and another donation.
Yeah, we have
a
a couple. Actually, I can
quite a lot of donations. So, do you want to do the comment first, or?
Yeah, go for the donation, Lex, and I'll grab. I have a couple questions here.
All right. So after Ben, there was Magic, donated $20, and they commented, "In Todd we trust," and indeed the beautiful man's here.
Nice.
I'm gonna be like on Todd Howard's gonna give me a
cease and desist order. Yes.
A restraining order.
Like, don't touch the face, just the jacket.
Well, he's like,
And then favorite donation named DB Cooper, the infamous guy that jumped out of a plane and vanished. Donated $50. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you, DB. Thank you.
This is how he's spending all the money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I am astonished. I genuinely had the goal set for 500. I was like, are we gonna reach it? Are we gonna reach it? And it's been
I think we've got I think we're gonna smash that target, and we're gonna have to increase
Yeah.
it.
And it started it started coming in faster once you got Dave on the screen. So I'm glad we got him on here.
Listen, I'm a little money goblin. You put me on the screen, I'm just eating up
That's right.
TV time.
Yeah, yeah.
I should be a wrestler. That would be good.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Then we've got Jonas, who donated $10, and their comment is, "How cool is it that games that aren't even out yet can bring people together?" Hang on, just got to move this across. Oh no, my thing is put like this. I'm assuming that says, "You guys are awesome. Much love from Norway." So, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Jonas.
There was
That is
one
very
that came
cool.
through. See, it's Jake, and he says, "I donated, but forgot to add my name." So I guess he was just nameless on there.
He was one of the anonymouses.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, thanks so much, Jake. You're awesome.
Oh,
Loved
everybody!
your video.
Thanks Kava to donating $25, and he redeemed everybody hydrate. So, please, everybody on the stream, just
okie dokie.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you guys all for contributing. We also have a panel reacts. So one of the rewards that you can redeem is actually a video that we will play live and react to on stream. And this one happens to be, as long as it's safe for work, it needs to be safe for work, please, not even as a joke. You will immediately get banned from my channel if you do something. I don't play around with that stuff. So
Yeah, let's be cool.
But this one I think is okay, which is Todd Howard, ASMR, breaks into your home to talk about Fallout 76.
Oh, yes, please, Todd.
Also, we have 16.
This will be great.
We have 16 users. We're going to get rid of this first giveaway because now we have like 3 that we're behind on. This first giveaway, we have 16 users that are currently submitted. So if you want to enter the raffle to get a Starfield Signal, can you show off that mug again? That beautiful, beautiful mug.
Yeah. Woo-hoo.
There we go.
Has a custom Starfield Signal logo and Signal crew.
You got the real QVC host here himself. Wow.
Yes,
I like
that's right. I miss my calling. You're a wrestler, and I'm going to be a QVC host after this.
Just our alternate lifetime.
Yes.
All right, yeah, we have 17 entries, so please keep...
By Azura! I can't believe it's you here next
We've got
to
some more
me.
donations.
Do we want to get into the questions too? Because we've got a lot of questions coming in chat, I believe, that Red Wolf is looking at.
Yeah,
yeah,
I got a couple
let's do
here.
some of those. Let's do some of those.
Yeah, I've been grabbing the direct questions. So if you guys have any questions at all that you want us to discuss here on the panel, just you can at me, and just that way I know it is specifically for the panel. At me in chat, and I will grab them. But I do have a couple here. Martin Brock, he says, do we think Starfield will have motherships? And I'll just give this away to I guess Luke. You're the mothership. You're a mothership guy, aren't you?
You like mothers, don't you?
You like motherships, you know?
Yeah, I think that kind of idea was percolating around for quite a while. Just like kind of what ifs after the June event last year, and then whenever we saw the date announcement trailer in March, it had that big long ship right at the start of it, and so I think that's what kind of lit a fire in a lot of people's imagination. So I don't know. I feel like that maybe wouldn't be a mechanic that they would put in the vanilla game, in the base game, but maybe for a planned like DLC or expansion, because I think it would need to be related to a story somehow to like kind of make it make sense and make that mechanic like enticing to use. So I guess I'm maybe leaning a bit more negative right now, and like maybe not right now. I don't know who disagrees with me.
I've got a lot to say about that.
Okay.
Take it away.
I think it's going to be a static object, like the Pridwin. But I think it's also going to be like the Pridwin when the Brotherhood of Steel comes in. So it's like this cinematic moment. You finish up a quest, you're leaving a system, and then the ship just warps in.
Nice. I'm
It makes
on,
like a
I'm on
sort
team
of noise.
I'm on Team Lorefield. I'm voting Team Lorefield. Sorry, Luke.
That would be nice. No, that's great. I love it.
And then I think the hangar will be like a loading bay. So then it will play a cutscene, like the atmospheres, and then you'll load into from static to like a world space.
And so we're talking Constellation mothership here specifically, right? Do you think the other factions will have flagships that we can dock with as well? Or will it be mostly space stations and not ships?
I think that's going to be a usage, personally. Because that ship looks clean. And it's something I'd associate with like the ideal futuristic aesthetic of the United Colonies.
And they can warp space stations. That's like confirmed from the teaser trailer, because that was the Constellation space station that they show. And then there's like kind of this like gravity like changing situation in the teaser trailer, and then it disappears. And it's like Starfield coming soon.
Yeah. That was the space station.
Interesting.
That's one of the things. So I actually have a reel that I will work to set up that goes through all the concept art, because one of the things I wanted to do was just kind of journey through Starfield and like everything that we've been through from then until now. And it's honestly, it's truly been a journey. Like Starfield's always been talked about like a journey through the stars and a journey to beyond and a journey into space. But it's been a journey in and of itself to get here. And there's been ups, there's been downs. I think we've all had things that we've liked and disliked to see. And oh my God, we've almost hit the goal.
Woo!
Whoa!
There's been a few more donations, and there's been a huge...
DeMarco's gonna pass out.
I am!
Stay with us, dude. Stay with us, dude.
I'm sweaty. I'm hydrating. You guys
breathe.
Alright, I'm gonna read. Try not to have a heart attack, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we've had one I forgot to mention 7 minutes ago was Afio's Wrath, who I actually know. They've donated $100.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Amazing.
So awesome.
Recently, we had Advanced Hovercraft donated $25 and said stoked for the game. And then we've had
Thank
Taylor, $40. Thank you guys for guiding us through this Starfield journey. It's been one heck of a ride.
Oh
Thank
my
you, Taylor.
gosh, it has been. Thank you so much, Taylor. And yes, with the delays and the long lead up and mining these videos over and over again, such a journey. But we went together.
It is, yeah.
And then Chris donated $300.
Wow.
Chris!
Thanks
you
for
absolute
everything.
madman!
Whoa, Chris.
I know Chris!
Dude, thank you so much.
Thanks for everything
mad
you
lass.
all do for the community.
Oh, Chris is...
It's amazing. Thank
one-
you.
Yeah, thank you. Chris is one of
Oh,
those
no.
generous souls.
Todd has been blown away by the
Todd-
donation. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God! Thank you all. So 1,000 was the 1,000. Someone.
That was the big goal that you thought, no way.
English for me. Why do big words when small words work good? Yeah, 1,000 was the stretch goal, honestly. So the fact that we've already crossed that, and that means we literally, because we've crossed over the 900 threshold, we have 18 people who are submitted to get the Starfield mug. If you want to, we're gonna wrap that up in the next minute. So you have 60 seconds. We're gonna wrap up that giveaway, and then we just go through a couple others.
Yeah, sounds good. Real quick, I wanted to just kind of give a shout out. I'm noticing a few of my patrons and YouTube channel members kind of in here in the chat and doing some extra donations. So just a big thank you to all the Signal crew there. You guys are amazing and just very generous and kind and compassionate. So this is really cool.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
So with that, we are going to, I don't know if that's been a minute, but it's been a minute in space-time on another planet somewhere. So we're going to close that raffle. We're going to pick a winner for the Starfield Signal mug, and it is Blackbird. Congratulations.
Nice.
Congratulations.
So please, reach
Yeah,
out
yeah.
to either myself or Luke, and we will make sure that we get that over to you. And
Absolutely. Blackbird, your name seems familiar to me. If you are on our Discord server, just DM me there and I'll take care of you.
we have to raise the goal.
Well met.
Yeah, and it just happened.
And I do see that some people are having trouble finding the donation link in the description. So it depends on if you're on the app or on the browser. You might be having a difficult time seeing it. So just see if that might be an issue. Try the browser.
All right, let's just hop. Yes, Blackbird, you did indeed win a mug. You're getting mugged. Congratulations, you're getting mugged.
You're
From
getting mugged.
you're
Stand still.
mugged from the Starfield crew.
Nice. You got mugged by dude. Yeah.
So we're gonna hop into the next giveaway, which is just giving away all of Luke's stuff because he said it was okay. I could give away. We're even giving away the shirt that he's wearing right now at some point if we hit $3,000. He's gonna do it live on stream, right to the mailbox. He's gonna take his phone with him and bring it. No, not actually. But
it's a workday shirt.
You can see it in his eyes. He had him for a second, just a little.
He
second.
was like, really? How are we doing this?
You're like, honey.
And I do know that we have the COD ASMR to get to. We will get to that eventually. But for now, we're going to start the... this is going to be another giveaway, so you have to re-enter using !raffle. You do have to re-raffle !raffle in the chat, and it will submit you one entry for the Starfield Signal shirt. And I see those entries coming in. You cannot get more than one entry, so if you try to spam it, just have fun. It won't get you anywhere. Lexi, do you want to read off who crossed us over that threshold?
Yeah. Crossed us over this threshold? Well, actually, one person crossed us over, and then another person donated. So we've got two people.
Ooh.
So we've got Kaiju Kittens. They donated $20.
Thank you, Kittens.
Thank you, Kaiju.
Thank you.
That's amazing. She's a streamer over on Twitch, a good friend. Thank you so much, Kittens.
Oh, awesome. Nice.
Oh, that's the power of the community coming together.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
And then we got Lee W. Benjamin character.
Lee Benjamin, $20. He was actually in our fan video there, talking about what he's looking forward to in Starfield.
That's awesome.
Great cast for a great cause.
Amazing. Yeah, so I have 23 views. A lot of people wanted the shirt. A lot more people wanted the shirt, Luke. So, look forward to that. Do we have any your shirt, the one you're wearing? Do we have any questions that we want to go through?
Absolutely. Yeah. A lot of them came in all at once, but let's see. I have a couple repeats. I just want to make sure everyone gets theirs in. Blackbird. This was way earlier. They say, do you believe those prices are true? And if so, why $10 less on PC? I guess they're referring to the leaked prices, the different editions. Is that the... Oh, did you guys see this?
Yeah.
I took a glance at them. Was it 70, 90, and 120? Is that what it was?
I think it's
dollars?
Canadian or French.
Okay.
So it's probably going to be higher over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm checking the chat. I think that was actually Blackbird's question, right? And they were looking at it. And there was a list of pricing that showed console as $10 higher than PC. I can't imagine that's accurate, right? I mean, they're going...
my...
actual version of the game is going to launch at the regular price. $69, you would think. Console and
good God.
sorry.
Okay, go ahead, Lex. Yeah, oh my God. Go ahead, Lex. Who did that?
Said, a bad word, and I apologize for that.
It's fine.
And Todd's falling.
Was that? Oh my
God.
Todd's falling over. He can't take it.
Stand it.
Mr. Howard.
Okay, Scooter donated $10. Thank you very much, Scooter.
Thank you, Scooch.
And then the Myers family donated $500.
It's amazing.
God.
Thank you all so much for your generosity.
Oh man, that is fantastic.
Right. So for some of Maya's family, can you please get in touch with myself, and I want to send you, if you didn't redeem it, I want to personally send you at the very least the creator bundle that we have. And she redeemed Everybody Hydrates.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Cheers.
There's another one. Scooter also did Everybody Hydrate, so that's 2 for everybody involved.
Oh, I see. Sorry. I'm like, wait.
And also Lee W. Benjamin / Carrick Soon also got Everybody Hydrates. So whoever needs to get, and also Kaiju Kittens. Also Everybody Hydrates, so 2 more.
Oh my goodness. Everybody hydrating with their donations. That's brilliant. We're going to have to play another video and take a bathroom break shortly at this rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh man. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Where to go from here? This has been absolutely incredible. If we reach $2,000, tell you what. If we reach $2,000, I will do one of the giveaways. Let's close out the one that we currently have. Actually, I'm sorry if I'm scatterbrained. I'm all over the place. I'm very overwhelmed. This is amazing. So we're going
It's a good thing.
We're going to pick a winner for the Starfield merch T-shirt, the Starfield Signal, and it is Jimmy Buchanan. I apologize if I pronounced that wrong.
Congrats
to
Awesome.
Jimmy. You are going to be
Good job,
getting a Starfield Signal T-shirt.
All right.
Nice. Represent.
Let's see, DeMarco or Wolf. Are you all keeping track of these winners? And I don't have a way to kind of get in touch with them. I don't think.
Yeah. So please, if you can, send me my link to Twitter is in the description below. Please go to Twitter, twitter.com/DamarcoDude, and send me a DM. My DMs are open to claim your prize and make sure that we get the information that we need to get these things to you. We don't want to leave anybody behind. But that is going to be the way to do it. And with that, I'm just going to open the $500 giveaway. So the $500 milestone giveaway, I should have really stretched these out more. That is going to be a $60 card to either Steam or Xbox, your platform of choice. You could use it to buy anything you want, but please use it towards Starfield. And if you don't, I'll be upset. But
no.
I'll wag my finger at you disappointingly from behind my camera. And so, and if the game ends up costing $70, which I suspect it will, then that and taxes on you. Sorry. I'm just call me terrible in the comment section below. But that is now open. I already have 4 people entering the raffle. If you did it a little bit earlier, just do it. Do !raffle a second time just to make sure that you're in it. Cool.
Fantastic. Yeah. So, did you want to jump into these other questions? So I don't want anyone to get left behind. See, Martin Brock says, do we think God Howard will be voicing in Starfield? It's funny I brought this up earlier. Do you think he'll make a cameo appearance of some kind in Starfield?
Will you make a cameo, Todd?
Has he in every game? I know he was in Oblivion, but
he was Clavicus Vile in Oblivion. Yeah.
Yeah, and Albin Karinis, a random NPC. He hasn't been in any of the others as a voice, as far as I know, at least not credited. If you go to his IMDb, I think he's been sampled for a couple of mods. They slipped him in here, and of course he's been in a number of our videos in the background. But officially voicing only Oblivion, as far as I know.
Gotcha.
Right.
It's more than likely, I feel like, because this is his first intellectual property. Like the other ones, Fallout and Elder Scrolls are not. He didn't create those.
That's interesting.
Starfield
it's
is
his
the
dream,
first one he's come up with, himself. Yeah, I mean, with the help of his team. He's not just like one guy on a computer just like typing away with his team and everything.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Darren Haywood in chat says apparently Todd's voice was at the start of the gameplay reveal, the radio voice. Could be. Could be. It kind of does sound like him.
I do remember hearing that.
Yeah.
Oh, that could have been a great trivia question. We have a trivia coming later where all of you that are here are going to be able to compete against our panel of Starfield experts, as they're supposed to be. And we're going to be running that later on in the show, so get ready. It's really exciting. Any other questions?
Fantastic. Yeah, so this is a fun one. And I'm sorry, I think you got him. Let me see if I can undo this. The person named their panel question. So panel question, what is the first ship that you plan to build? That's a very sneaky way to do that. You didn't have to do that. Yeah, what's the first ship that you plan to build?
Wait, I think Red, you and I can both answer this at the same time. 3,
Okay.
2,
Two.
1. Normandy.
The Normandy.
Yes.
There we go.
Delayed, but...
Did we just become best friends?
Hell yeah, we did.
Yep.
I want to
great.
fly the biggest heap of trash that you could make. Like just like everything in the kitchen sink. Like I want the Blizzard, the Dairy Queen Blizzard, everything together
Nice.
on a ship. Just like jettison me and that into the space.
Oreo crumbles just all on the outside of your ship. Just like
Yes.
a big, huge mess. I love that.
That's so
I love
That
it.
would be a good name for a ship. The Dairy Queen.
The Dairy
Oh,
Queen.
okay.
It would,
oh,
yeah.
Good,
love that.
yeah.
I don't know if anybody's ever spent time in Sea of Thieves, but if you ever need a bit of a chuckle, look up Sea of Thieves ship names, like funny Sea of Thieves ship names, and there are some quality things that people come up with. So I can't wait to see what people start naming their ships in Starfield.
I'm
so funny.
honestly either going to go for the RMS Titanic, if it lets me, or I'm going to go for Boaty McBoatface. Or I might go Shippy McShipface.
Nice.
Chippy McShipface.
Shippy McShip. I love that. Any other thoughts on that?
I think
like
for
the
me,
heap of junk. It's like everything I've ever built in a creative game ever.
yeah, I was gonna say the same thing, dude. Like I am horrible when it comes to like being creative with stuff like that because I feel like it takes such like a great amount of time and energy and like intense, just ability, and I just don't have that. Like I just kind of want to go out and quest and enjoy the game. But there are some people that can like they could literally make the Normandy like inside and out, through mods or whatever, or the Ebon Hawk or Star Trek, whatever. And I just do not have that kind of like time or patience, and so I'm excited to see what everyone else is going to do. But I'm going to be there with you, Dave, like a Dairy Queen kind of Blizzard, just whatever works, whatever gives me the stats I need to like, make a trade route or get a snappy little fighter. It's going to be pretty functional, I think.
Yeah, I want my ship to be like the muck or grimer of space, just like soaking in all the dirt. So good.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Bringing up
so
the Normandy
sorry, go ahead.
bringing up the Normandy as a vessel. I like the idea of the stealth because the Normandy and Normandy SR2. I mean, part of the deal was the revolutionary stealth technology. It could go further and it could stealth in ways that couldn't be detected. Missions by in Mass Effect lore. So I would love a long range exploration and stealth vessel too. Maybe not Normandy, but the idea of I want to go into the explorer aspect. More than smuggler, more than combat, more any of that. I want to get in and just explore these 1,000 planets and moons, explore all these space systems. Like that's very much what I'm into. So I feel like stealth and long range exploration are what I'm going to kind of focus on. I'm probably going to name my ship the Capybara, to be honest. I kind of have a thing for capybaras. They're awesome. And if I patterned after another ship, maybe the Serenity is an inspiration from Firefly.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. That's awesome. I love that. Man, that show, it's so sad. I don't want to think about it. It got canceled.
Here's my question to the panel. Will a Elder Scrolls Easter egg come in the form of a planet named Nirn?
Yes.
That you can land on.
I mentioned this before. It'll be like a Mars-like planet because the gods haven't come in and made Nirn. It's a whole lore thing, but yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I don't know that we'll find Nirn, but I think there's definitely going to be Nerd Root. You got to have that nerd root there, whether the classic green or the crimson variety.
Oh no, if it is anything like Fallout 4, we know how this goes. Starfield is connected to Elder Scrolls. This means they're all connected and they all share one universe. Oh my god, guys, this is incredible.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Get your 72
Pete
point
Hines
font
comes
ready and your thumbnails drawn up because that's the next video. It's all
Yeah.
connected.
And then Pete Hines has to tell us off again. Like, no, that doesn't make sense.
I appreciate Pete Hines sticking up for that sort of thing. DeMarco, we've had like 4 or 5 comments about your volume going into the stream itself. You might.
Okay.
Is there any way you could boost your volume?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna lower you guys a little bit so the sound might come out a bit funky. I'm gonna lower you guys a little bit. I'm gonna raise. Oh my god! No wonder I was so low. My computer decided let's turn my volume input down to. It keeps changing on its own. It said let's put it down to 30.
It's possible you have the setting selected in Discord that lets Discord auto level you. which will play havoc with your OBS and everything else.
Possibly, yeah. So I'm just going to have to keep a close eye on that, but thank you for letting me know. I think this is a good time. So we're going to give one more minute for the $60 Steam or Xbox code giveaway. And then, yeah, one more minute to enter. So if you want !! raffle if you haven't already. Any other questions, Red?
Oh yes, yes indeed. This is one that I think all of us can. I'm sure this will be tied narratively in some way because it's kind of big part of humanity. Blackbird says, "What happened to Earth?" Ooh.
Big
Evolution. No, I don't know.
I feel like people are gonna be disappointed with this. To be honest, I feel like people are making this to be like a bigger thing than it is, and I don't think Starfield is a game about what happened to Earth. Not that that's not going to be like a cool side quest, or maybe like a jumping off point. But I don't know. I've seen a lot of comments about that in my videos, and I don't think they would build this big new thing only to kind of focus on like what was behind this, right? I think they're going to be focusing like the main drive. So I don't know if it's going to be that epic. I'm being really negative on this stream.
So Starfield Signal hates Starfield, as we all know.
This is all a big ruse.
No.
I got you, gamers. Aha!
Joke's on you. You've already subscribed. We do have a winner for the $60 code to Steam or Xbox. User Jamkas, if I'm pronouncing that right. Please reach out to me on Twitter. Hopefully your information is the same to kind of verify if there's no... So reach out to me on Twitter. And congratulations, you will be getting to your platform of choice. Just message me. We'll talk about it and get it sent over to you as soon as possible. So kudos to you. With
Good game, and Jamkas with the Vivi avatar too from Final Fantasy IX. Awesome.
Oh, nice. Also, by the way, so we did cap at 1,555. The link to donate is in the description below if you're jumping in. The next milestone is going to be another Starfield controller. The custom Starfield leaked, but are pretty much not leaked anymore. They're pretty much true. Starfield controller that we will get sent over to you. So continue to support St. Jude. Let's keep reaching out, raising money for a great cause. And thank you to everybody who's already done it so far. You're truly amazing. And like I said, my goal, my far sight was set on 1,000, and we've completely crushed that by an additional 555. I know it's a pretty number, but we could get a couple more in there. So, do you think it's a good time? We could play we have a couple appearances from some folks who submitted videos that could not be here, unfortunately, today. And there's one that's very special, very near and dear to me personally, that I would love to jump into if we wanna play that.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Definitely.
Hey guys, Dom here. It's been a while, huh? It may have felt like a millennia since I've last spoken to many of you. And whilst yes, many things have changed since my departure from YouTube, I must admit one thing truly hasn't, and that is my unwavering support and excitement for Bethesda's upcoming sci-fi epic, Starfield. And what better way to express my lingering thoughts and feelings toward Todd Howard's next fantasy than today's incredible charity event my friend DamarcoDude is hosting, to not only celebrate Starfield's upcoming showcase, but to more importantly support the incredible St. Jude's Children's Hospice and all the amazing and incredible work that they do. So please spread the word and let's together do some good. So why, after all of these years, you might be asking, do I still crave that big adventure set beyond the stars? And whilst there are many things we still do not know regarding Starfield, that alone is one of its greatest strengths. What do I mean? Well, let me put it this way. Think back. Can you remember your first ever Bethesda Game Studios game? How open it felt, and not knowing how uniquely diverse the world truly was. The unforgettable characters and side quests we've unraveled or stumbled upon with Starfield. We know nothing. the many worlds at our disposal. Just who inhabit these planets? What make them tick? Their motives, their desires, the likely winding roads and branching pathways the side quests and main story will take us upon. How advanced are these civilizations surviving on these worlds? Are we a threat to them, or are we a deity-like being to these potentially primitive alien life forms? Are we the advanced ones? Are there even alien civilizations on these planets? What are the rules of Starfield? How do we negate and survive the greater unknowns of this universe? Are we the hero, or can we delve deeper into a life of crime and become the great space bounty hunter / pirate we've always wanted since we've heard about Starfield? But what do you guys think? Are you excited to relive that very feeling of unknown wonder? Because I truly am. Thank you again, DamarcoDude, for including me within your incredible charity event. I really hope that it goes well. Guys, please remember to donate only if you can to this amazing cause, because together, I believe we truly can do a lot of good. Thank you again, and I'll see you around.
Yeah.
DeMarco, muted after the video again, and people want to hear this for sure.
Okay, yeah, that's just gonna keep happening. Thank you for letting me know. I'm teary-eyed is what I said, because it's very one, it's kind of dawning on me that the amount that we've raised here today is incredible and beyond my expectations. But Dom, for anybody who cares, if you don't care, you can mute me again. That's totally fine on your end. But when I first started making content, Just Dom Show was the person who like welcomed me in. Him and King Fanman welcomed me into like the content creator and the Bethesda community without a second guess. They were just like, hey, you seem cool, let's come in and let's start doing stuff together. And we did. And he's helped me make one of my most successful videos on the channel, and the video that I'm most proud of, which is a Spacefarer's Guide to Starfield. And I still talk to him, and it's been, you know, since I started the channel. I actually restarted completely. I hit 1,000 subs and started over, and he's been there through that and the whole time. So it's very awesome. He came back specifically to make another Just Dom video, the one and only time, coming out of retirement for just this one time to partake in this event. So if you can contribute, thank you. And if you already have, thank you again. But there's a couple things that he touched on, which is just the new world aspect of Starfield, right? Getting that whole new thing that there's no presumptions, or very few presumptions, that we could make versus a Fallout game and an Elder Scrolls game. And that, to me, I think he captured perfectly just how exciting that is to hop into for the first time. And I don't know if anybody here feels the same.
It's so much about that. I talked about exploration before.
Yeah.
And there are so many worlds out there. I mean, that is, everyone here is focused on that. We want to discover what is Starfield. And by the same token, beyond that, once we know what is Starfield, we want to discover what is out there for the planets, what is in Starfield. There's so many questions. One fantastic thing about Dom's right there is that the entire video, there were so many questions there that we all want answers to. And that's why we're vibrating with excitement. We're on the precipice of learning some of these.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you, Dom, for submitting that. And anybody in chat who knows Dom, you're a real one. We all miss you. But he's doing well. The good thing is he's doing well. I speak to him all the time.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was really special. I was trying to not like. No, seriously, like it was really, that was really touching and really, really awesome. And Dom, come back to us. Come back. That's really cool. Yeah, that you had the sense of community that brought you up to Marco. You know.
Yeah, it's a big thing. All right, do we want to do another giveaway? This giveaway is going to be for a custom DamarcoDude merch. And the special thing about this is a $750 milestone. The special thing about this is it's going to be the only design of this style that is ever going to be made, period. Oh. And I will work with you to make a design that you want to wear. It's just going to incorporate the DamarcoDude kind of avatar that we have, the little dude as I call him, in some capacity. But we'll work together to create that. The giveaway is live now, so you can hit !raffle. It just went live. If you did it a bit prematurely, Darren, I saw that, then you might want to just redo it a second time. Cool.
I love all these giveaways, DeMarco. Trying to fit them in. You had so many in there already, and we broke the goals. This is. Had you thought that this could happen at all? Like, had you even imagined that you might be doing this many giveaways by this point in the show?
No, I mean we're at 4 o'clock. So it's been a 4:20 everybody.
Oh.
It's been a little bit over an hour of streaming, and no, I like I said, $500 was what I was originally going to go with, and I got talked out of it. So by a stream that I put on before the event. So thank you everybody who's been doing this. Thank you everybody for being here. And continue. If you do, as Dom said, if you do have the means to continue, it's for a great cause. It goes straight to St. Jude's. We're not getting, it's not going to some intermediary. It goes right to them. So that's amazing. I had a question for anybody else besides me, which is and this is something I like to discuss because there's a lot to be excited for with Starfield, but I think it's also reasonable and a lot of people have concerns about the game as well. So I'm curious as to what is some of the biggest concerns that you have about the game.
For me, it's the only concern I have is I think just it's not really for me. It's just for the community. Like I think there's been so much hype around the game, and we all contribute to that in some way or another. I try to be pretty excited, but also reasonable, and when I'm saying something crazy, I'll say, hey, this is crazy. But I feel like there are a lot of people who are going to be looking and nitpicking for every little thing. Oh, the gunplay isn't as good as Call of Duty. Or oh, there's no seamless transitions. It's it's worse than No Man's Sky. These are apples and oranges. This isn't trying to be anything that something else already is. It's a Bethesda Game Studios game. That's what it's going to be. And so as far as the gunplay, they're going to work it out. It's not going to be like Doom or like Call of Duty. We don't want it to be like that, right? I think the RPG systems are going to be great. And so I'm really not worried. I don't think there are going to be any actual problems with the game. I think it's just going to be about keeping the community focused on hey, what's important. And so that's kind of one of the things I'm keeping in the back of my mind as I make content, prepare content, is try to continue to foster that aura of positivity that we've all talked about so much. Because even the well-meaning people in our communities, people can get kind of combative whenever a troll comes into a group or gets in the comments and just tries to stir things up.
Or
so,
Dave.
That's the only thing I'm concerned about.
Or Dave, because he called himself a goblin earlier.
Yeah, goblin. Here's my goblin take. I think the last time Bethesda made a single player game, it was 15 years ago. Excuse me, 2015, not 15 years ago. So that'd be 8 years ago. Let's do some math here, space math. We haven't seen them make a single player focused game since then. They did Fallout 76, they did Fallout Shelter. We haven't seen that from them, and with the acquisition by Microsoft, with just general turnover of employees, a lot of the same people that were in some of the upper level positions that worked on games that we love like Fallout 4, Skyrim, so on and so forth, aren't there anymore. So, what does the new blood have in them? Will it live up to those expectations that we have based on how much we love the older games? That's kind of what I'm worried about.
I think your space math adds up. I really do, because as much as there has been some migration of the studios, we've seen some luminaries who've worked on games since Oblivion, Fallout 3 and stuff move on from the studio and leadership. There's still plenty of leadership there, other people coming in. One of the interesting things about the way studios grow and evolve and recruit talent, and this is something that's been talked about, as there's turnover in every studio, especially during the pandemic, some things have changed, is that a lot of times people are attracted to these studios that inspire them. Bethesda Game Studios in particular tends to recruit from people who are fans and come up in the programming community. A lot of people from the mod community, talking recently about Fallout London, how 3 devs from Fallout London have been hired into BGS proper or BGS affiliated studios, and that's happening constantly. Modders making good. I think of Rob Vogel, Fading Signal. He's working for Bethesda now, and he was known for ELFX and a number of amazing mods in Skyrim and Fallout, and it continually happens. So I feel like the new blood was very much inspired by the old, and it's going to continue that tradition. And yeah, I for one can't wait. I want to hop also on
Good
Starfield
thought.
Signal. DeMarco, your last video, why it will be incredible. I love that positivity about Starfield. I love what you're saying about being a Bethesda game, because I know I'm going to like it, and that I'm not overhyped because of the fact that it just has to be a good Bethesda game for me to appreciate it. And I think for many of the people here listening, watching, we may be single issue gamers, I do not like the fact that we cannot manually pilot, seamlessly from ground to sky. Things like that, but the majority of us aren't. We just want a good BGS game, and I have faith that it's going to be a good one of those, and hopefully a lot more.
Let me throw this out there. I'll kind of twist the question a little bit. So Todd Howard has said in a few different promotional things and interviews that there's going to be a lot that we're familiar with BGS games, and then maybe a lot that's new to BGS games. And so what do you think will be the new part? If I can kind of twist that, turn it on its head.
The new part. Red.
To me,
Oh, go ahead.
it all runs around systems. BGS is known for making systems of, their systems interplay with each other. So, if you're talking about Fallout, your perks meld with your armor, meld with what gun, and you've made this crazy build of a character that runs around and drinks alcohol all the time and runs on 25% health, but can just one-shot giant Mirelurk queens. Or in Skyrim,
Absolutely.
you can up all of your different, you can blacksmith some gloves that make your potions better by 500%, so you're just down in potions left or right to kill things. Adding in more systems and things we hadn't considered. There's kind of been rumors of gravity and oxygen playing a factor into that. I'm really curious as to how those kind of physics-based systems are going to affect the game outside of spawning a bunch of cheese wheels and rolling them downhill.
Yeah, that's
So,
interesting.
Here's a little tidbit. We know that the attention to detail is absolutely incredible, to the point where the ignition sequence. I've played this clip on some of my videos, the ignition sequence, and what is it? It was not Aaron Greenberg, but someone at Bethesda, Matt Booty, I think, emailed Todd and was like, "Well, that actually isn't how you would launch the ship. He didn't do this thing." And Todd replies and goes, "Actually, he did." And it's just I know that's just for the teaser trailer, but it is an attention. And if that carries through to the whole experience, that really is an incredible thing. And, you see that through some of the little tiny tidbits that we've gotten just throughout the whole process, especially when they talk about it, even to the point where one of the favorite things that I like to bring up is in the Starfield gameplay. If you notice the moment when they're on the roof and they get into that little fighting sequence on the moon, there's a little bin. There's a little bin on top of the cover, and he shoots it, and the bin goes, but also the lid flies off separately. So Todd always talks about how there's a lot of interactivity in their worlds, and the fact that it's actually 2 separate pieces. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just a loser that I'm so fascinated by that, but I think that is
absolutely
super cool that something like that is in the game. It's me nerding out about what Bethesda games have in them.
Yeah, and I think that's a great point to bring up. So I love that Dave mentioned systems. I'm a nerd too. Actually, that was one of the first things that I thought to myself whenever I heard the Microsoft were acquiring Bethesda. I'm like, they want their systems, because then if they have their systems, they can integrate those in with other games, and not that other games would be made like BGS games, but they can integrate in those systems to make development easier and faster. And I thought, man, that's really cool that you mentioned that. And yeah, I agree, DeMarco. Having, the bucket over the head in Skyrim, right? It's all, they put in that system to where line of sight, if they see you take something that's not supposed to be taken, they call you out, and simple fix, you just break their line of sight. And that's, again, just a beautiful thing that, it's not a bug, it's a feature, right? That they design it in such a way. Yeah. Well, I have to, please excuse me, I have to get ready for some other real life work I have to do this weekend, unfortunately. But it was so cool hanging out with all of you. Great to make some new friends. Thank you to all the people in the chat. The stream isn't ending. I have to go. Don't go anywhere. The stream isn't ending, but I have to go and transition out. I just wanted to say thank you so much for having me. Thank you for all the Signal crew chipping in and donating. I appreciate you, DeMarco. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here.
You head out, Luke. I just want to give you a quick chance to. Do you have an event coming up or anything you want to shout out for people who are watching who may not watch your channel regularly?
Oh, it's very kind of you, Jess. We'll be streaming live the Starfield Direct event on Sunday. So starting at 1 p.m. I know it's the Xbox. I also think it's funny that they haven't said when the Xbox event is ending and Starfield is beginning because they don't want people to not watch the Xbox event and just tune in for Starfield.
They want you to sit through the whole Xbox
Yeah,
event.
like you don't exactly.
They know we'll wait.
I think that's so funny. But anyway, we'll be starting at 1 and just casually streaming that. But then we're also going to have an after party on our Discord. We'll be streaming it on YouTube, but if you go to our Discord channel, that's where you'll actually be entered in for some prize giveaways and all that stuff. But we're going to have fun. Thank you for asking, Jess. I appreciate that.
Awesome. Excited for that. That sounds wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you all so much. Thank you, DeMarcoDude.
Take care. And if you're part of the Signal crew, please do not just leave because he is leaving.
Stick around.
Stay on board because we have more giveaways to go through. We have some trivia to go through with everybody that's here, and a lot more goodies. Just please do not mind the fact that all of the elements are now going to maybe look a little bit wonky where things are positioned. But it was great to have him on, so thanks for that. We have Martin Brock. Congratulations, Martin, for winning the custom DamarcoDude tee. You're going to have literally the only piece of DamarcoDude merch in existence as of the time of you receiving it. So that's pretty cool. Congratulations. And I know there's some questions. Red, I want to address one that I saw a couple times. I don't know by who, but the question was, how evil can we be?
Yep, that's one of them.
And I know that came up a couple times. So
that was from Martin Brock. How evil can we be?
There we go, Martin, the winner.
There you go.
Me and Mitch have talked about this. So you know how Todd said we can remove traits down in the game. So if we don't like a trait, we can remove it and get a new one. One of them is your parents. So does that mean we have to bang our parents in Starfield? Or how I suggested it.
That's not the good way to phrase it.
I know.
I tried to do good expression.
I mean, it's evil too, anything.
That's pretty not okay. Oh god, Jess is like, well, this is what I signed up.
You all have dead man.
Oh my god. Okay.
But yeah, how evil can we be? I mean, one of the complaints about some games when they have a set path is that the game may have multiple tracks, but there's only one path that even when you're evil, it kind of routes you to being overall good. Like in Mass Effect, you can go Renegade. I'm speaking Mass Effect because I know a couple of you are all fans as well. As Renegade as you get, you're still the hero. So will that be the path in Starfield? Or will you actually be able to take over, become a major captain in the Crimson Fleet and actually wreak havoc across the galaxy, attacking both the Freestar Collective and the United Colonies? We don't know, but I expect that there will be some major paths. There might be dead-end paths, but like a lot of things in BGS games, because there are all these systems, you can make your own fun. You can be like, I'm playing as an herbologist. I'm playing as a prospector, and I go to the mines and I get things and I smelt things and I have 100 smithing and then I sell them. And that's how I play. So it could be some dead end play, but there may be like evil playthrough that you get to point a story. And now you're just roaming through the known part of the systems, the subtle systems, and attacking things. Who knows?
Well, why not do what Morrowind did? Where it says, with the death of this character, they turn off the essential part and they go, with the death of this character, the prophecy is broken. It'd be different Starfield, but basically your game's broken. You can't progress on the main story, but what you can do is whatever you want. So I go and I shoot the leader of the Crimson Fleet, and by trial of combat, I am now the commander I guess.
I would guess with the current thread of BGS games, going back to Skyrim, stuff like that, they did get away from that, where there are characters that are essential, and when they become plot characters, they are essential, and we're not breaking the threads of fate as much anymore. But I mean, who knows?
They've said they're going back to their roots, and we've seen a lot of Oblivion-inspired stuff. They're going down the more old-school RPG route, which I'm grateful for.
I think, and most people I think will agree. Dave, I know that we started off the show with this, but remind me, what was your first Bethesda game? Was it Morrowind?
I was Oblivion.
Oblivion.
And then I played Morrowind after that because I was like, they made a game before this? Holy crap!
Well, ding dang.
Ding dang.
All right,
yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was Fallout, but where I was going with that, and it was, I think everybody kind of agrees, we need another Megaton moment. We need something like that, where you.
I hope it's not like Fallout 4 where they revealed the ending nuke scene, just because it looks. Everyone's like, oh, they spoiled the ending.
They've avoided that so far. I mean, to be fair, we didn't know that was the ending nuke scene until we actually got there in the game. Like, sometimes you get a glimpse of things, and in hindsight, you're like, oh my god, how did they show that was the ending? But we don't know until we actually play. So I don't think we've already seen the ending.
No, they have said they're being a lot more conservative too this time. Like, people criticize that, and they understand. Also, Light is in the chat. We do have a featured video from Light, so we'll be playing that shortly. But thank you for stopping by. Thank you to everybody else as well who is here today.
I'm loving the answers in chat. So can I read a couple of those for us real quick, DeMarco?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so we have Light chiming in, and Light says, I think after the backlash on not being able to be evil for Fallout 4, Bethesda will give us plenty of evil options for Starfield. And yeah, I agree with that. That's kind of the thing with the whole hero plot line versus the choose your own path plot line. I love that. It's a really good point, Light. Assassin says, I hope the Crimson Fleet isn't the only rogue evil faction you can join. I hope we have multiple factions aside from the Freestar Collective and United Colonies. There could be minor factions. We know about the 5 major factions so far, but I expect a lot of minor factions. I mean, we've got all these planets. We've got all these cities. One thing that was brought up really early in the conversation today was about what happened to Earth. And, some people saying maybe we're putting a little too much importance on that. That might be true. But I expect there to be, a faction of, there's like the Remember Earth faction, the Earth Vigil, they want to return to the old ways kind of thing. Things like that. Every bit of the plot can inspire a faction. And I'm excited to see what those will be.
Yeah,
I really like that idea. There's like Earth truthers out there. That's like, it's out there. I'm going there. We're gonna go there.
Earth was never
want
blown
to
up.
be here.
It was a soundstage.
I think they've already alluded to it. In the original reveal, they had 2 real-world books, and one of them was a meteorite hitting Earth, which is very, very probable. Surrounded by a meteorite. Maybe world-ending disaster, or maybe we just don't know.
Maybe. I do want to take this moment because the stream was planned to go for about 2 hours. I was willing to extend, but nobody on the panel is obligated to stay past that point. That was sort of what we decided. And we have time flies. We have 20 minutes left. So not only do we have multiple giveaways to get through and a trivia show, but we also have a lot more submissions from creators who wanted to be a part of this who couldn't. So with that, we're going to go to Joey Caps Gaming, another personal friend of mine who was part of that kind of with just me, Joey Caps, King Fanman, that crew. So we're going to be jumping into that. Let's take a look.
Gaming here. Starfield is going to be something that we have never seen before outside of a few trailers, but it's going to be amazing. The reason for that is because it's a Bethesda Game Studios title. When did they ever put out a bad single-player experience? Let's go back to Morrowind, the game that saved BGS from going under. Oblivion was an absolute masterpiece. Fallout 3, Oblivion with guns, but yet another stellar game. Skyrim, which was revolutionary, could go down as one of, if not the best RPG ever. Then you have Fallout 4. Yes, it has its issues. You can't roleplay in it as well as you could in other BGS games, but it has the best gun gameplay we have ever seen in a single-player Fallout experience. Starfield can't come soon enough. Thanks for listening to me ramble, and don't forget to donate to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. The link will be in the description. Take care, guys.
Yeah, so nice, Joey Caps. Thank you for sending that in. And he talks about something that I really liked, which is kind of the improvements that each Bethesda game takes to move in a new direction. So I guess my question to everybody is what, and again, just because I do want to make sure, if you can and you have the money, please, the link to St. Jude's is in the description below. If we reach that 2,000 goals, we'll be giving away a second Starfield themed controller that is rumored, but we know it's pretty much true. So if we hit that 2,000, another one's coming your way in a giveaway. We also have one that we're going to get to in just... Actually, let's open that up. Let's open that up right now. Exclamation point raffle. You can get into... we didn't do lights yet, Jesse. You can exclamation point raffle to win a custom Starfield controller that is not yet released, but will be hopefully Sunday. But what do you think the big improvement? And I want to start with Dave because I love your insights. What do you think is sort of the big new or the biggest new feature that is getting improved with for Starfield versus like their past games?
That's a really good question. I think it's likely that enemy variety will be changing up. We see a lot of you know, when you're in Skyrim, you have some different creatures, but you know, you have your regular, oh, this is a fighter, he's gonna come, like, or a bandit, he's gonna come fight you, or oh, you've got in Fallout your ghouls, they're like just zombies that come at you. Where in this game you're going to alien planets fighting these creatures that are just like, you know, what the heck even is this thing? You know, you kind of see even shades of that in some of the new stuff that they've done for Fallout 76 with some of those different creatures that they've added to the game. Big fan of the cryptids.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you're going to see even an evolution of that going into Starfield, of just like that variety. I think that the guardrails are off, and their overall variety is going to get way greater.
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty exciting. I'm curious. We're bringing up concerns before, and I think one of my big ones is, are we going to see just what No Man's Sky ran into, where it was you get a lot of copy pasted creatures that are just on multiple planets, or they just look a little bit silly. That goes away from the handcrafted approach that I personally love about Bethesda games. So if we are, like, how many of these planets are going to be abandoned? How many can sustain life? If they are abandoned, how interesting are they going to be to go through? Or is it just going to be a lot of human enemies that kind of populate those locations? But definitely the creatures and the wildlife, that's something that I know Jedi's maybe a bit out of context, but Jedi Survivor did really well, was they upped the variety that they had in that game. And it was so appreciated because you had a lot of different approaches that you needed to take, and the way that the AI behaved to go towards you. And if Starfield could accomplish anything relatively similar, I think that's awesome. Jess?
Yes, DeMarco, I didn't get the question.
Oh, what do you think the big improvement is going to be for Starfield versus, like, every Bethesda game has kind of had a big improvement? What do you think it's going to be for Starfield?
Oh, gosh. Well, like we were talking about earlier with Dave, various systems. There's so much happening here. So interactability, I think possibly the companion and ally systems. I think those are going to be a huge step forward. There was some talk in chat earlier about romance and romance options, what those might be. We didn't really have romance per se in a BGS game until Fallout. I mean, yeah, technically you could wear a medallion and be like, is that an amulet of Mara I see? And, you know, make stuff happen. But that wasn't, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that wasn't really romance to me. So we got a little...
So simple.
That's why I'm single.
You just need to get an amulet of Mara.
I have one. It's not working.
We got some of that in Fallout 4, but it was like a 3-stage affinity system. I want to see where the romances blossom, how much back and forth interactability there is, how much they evolve with you with the characters and companions in general. Because we can recruit people for our ship. Okay, we've seen Vasco. I'm not romancing Vasco. So there are others coming in, and
are you sure about that yet? I mean,
Well,
Fisto
I
was in
guess.
Fallout New Vegas, and he was a fan favorite, as we all know.
That's fair. Yeah. No, I think if anyone's going to assume the position on my ship, it's going to be people I recruit on various outposts. So we'll get them in. And how do we do that? Or do we just talk to a random NPC that we like? Like, oh, You're awesome. Why don't you come for me and be my navigator? Like, will it only be specific NPCs we can recruit? Will there be pretty much anyone? You've got outposts we're going to build. What can we recruit there? So I see a really kind of massive new AI system coming into the game. For romance will be more specific, but companions and jobs and positions that we can recruit. And I really want to see how that works out, what the interplay is. What if I recruit somebody important to work at my outpost? Like, okay, Ayla from the companions. Speaking of romance, if you married her, suddenly she was no longer really Ayla. She wasn't fulfilling the role that she did in the companions in Skyrim.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what if I was to recruit a semi-major NPC from a faction to work for me? Are they still part of that faction? Do they now assume the role? I'm excited about that. I think it's going to be really cool, and hopefully we get some of that on Sunday.
Nice, nice. All right, I'm going to close out. You guys have another 30 seconds before I close out this giveaway. Red and Lexi, so we can just kind of jump into some other stuff that we got to get through in 15 minutes to make sure we get most of it done. Do you guys want to quickly kind of go over your thoughts on that, if it hasn't been said already?
Go ahead, Lex.
My mind's just drawn a blank. I need a refresh.
All right, that's fair. All right, Red.
What was the question?
All right, we could
We both need a refresh.
we could move forward onto some other stuff.
We call that space brain. That's when you're so
Yes.
Starfielded, you get the space brain. I like it.
I saw we had a
Chat
couple.
is killing me.
I saw we had a couple other donations, Lex. If you wanna read those out, 10 more seconds. Exclamation mark raffle to get in 1 entry. So if you keep spamming, it's not gonna work. I saw we got some new donations though.
Yep. So, dude, donated 10. Very much. 25. And they've asked, what do you think the artifacts are building to in the trailers?
Ooh. I think it's going towards some kind of, I think it's like a key personally. I personally believe that it's sort of a key to get to wherever alien life has retreated to. Very similar to what was it? Jedi Survivor again just comes to mind, where in that game you had a group who fled and they kind of got, and you need to unlock the way. And I think this is a means to get across these vast distances that aren't otherwise achievable. Sort of, it's my guess is that it's the equivalent to a mass relay in Mass Effect.
That makes sense. Or like in The Expanse, where, because The Expanse is the same kind of, well, not Gnosis Punk specifically, it's grounded sci-fi, and yet, spoilers for the TV show, at some point they leave the system. So we have like Prothean technology in Mass Effect. Like, this is a kind of a classic thing, progenitors, all that. So you think the artifacts will be a key to previous alien civilizations? Or do you think they still exist? Like, there's a question. If you can actually do that, do you think they are still around, or is it just ancient culture that is no longer around?
Yeah, that's interesting, because I always think about that, the exact same thing that you just touched on, like precursor technology. Like, oh, we're building off of the thing that came before, and now and it's sort of hard. Mass Effect, I'm not going to go on a tangent about Mass Effect, but it's really hard to get away from that idea when it comes to, is there alien life? Is there intelligent life out there? And that's like the big, thing. Are they here? Are they dead? But it does seem like, at the very least, there are things in Starfield that we don't know, that the people in Starfield don't know what it is. They didn't create it, so therefore it is alien in nature. So it is hard to not make that comparison, but that is a really good comparison to make. So hopefully they can make it more, I say more interesting, but make it different enough to where it feels unique to Starfield.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think that whole like plot point of trying to not necessarily find aliens or do whatever, but centering a character that could be, oh, I'm a bounty hunter that's gonna go, I'm a killing man, a murdering hobo, or like, I'm a goody two shoes, I just want to give flowers to all the little cuties I see out in space.
All the cuties.
Space cuties.
Space cuties, yeah. I'm trademarked space cuties. But that's like a good quest to center somebody around, because like everybody would be, no matter what your play style is, you're still like, okay, but the aliens though, what's going on there? What's happening there?
We do have a $20 donation I saw from Dylan Hirsch, who is an IRL personal friend of mine, and he's a very active, fit human being, and he said everybody hydrates for a $20 donation. Thank you, Dylan, for donating.
Yeah, I just want to name.
And also, I do need to say congratulations to Assassin for winning the controller. The custom Starfield.
Whoa.
Now we do need to. I just complete disclaimer: Assassin is involved with both Red and I on the Red Wolf Renegade podcast. This is a completely unbiased thing, utterly and entirely. It is random, I swear, but for transparency's sake, he did win, and I want to let everybody know. Yeah, see, everyone's gonna claim rigged. It wasn't. I swear to you.
It was rigged, everyone. It was rigged.
Right. Well, he is my son, so it's technically mine.
You see the Streamlabs bot. I don't think I even have the ability to manually pick. They were gonna. So if somebody checked it out, they would have found out. Assassin. They would have found out. I'm sorry. Listen. It's random. It's random. I had to bring it up for transparency.
That's funny.
But yeah, we do have. If we reach 2,000 though, if we reach 2,000, and I can't say that nobody can not that I can't exclude certain people from entering besides everyone here. So we're all out of luck. But you were gonna. If we reach $2,000 in donations, we'll be giving away a second. We had 33 entries for that one. We'll be giving away a second if we reach that $2,000 goal. I think maybe we kind of pivot a bit. We do have some more stuff to give away. We do have another stuff to give away, which is going to be a second, because we crossed $1,000. It's going to be a second $60 code for Starfield on either Xbox or Steam. But first, I think we open the floor to something I'm really, really looking forward to, personally. And let me pull it up. But we do have a quiz, a Starfield trivia quiz that up to 100 people can participate in, and you will be competing against the panel members here. So everybody get your phones or mobile devices ready, whatever you need in order to get it done. I'm going to type a code into chat that you are going to use. So
this is awesome. We even have a light in chat saying excited. I mean, think about who we're competing against in chat right now. There are a lot of really knowledgeable people. My money is on them. I mean, don't get me wrong. We've got Lexi here from Lorefield, and everyone here knows a lot. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. I also, quick shout out. We did get 2 more donations, so let's shout out Marie Eve, donated $5, and Stefan BC donated $20 as well. Just want to make sure to shout their names out there. Just fantastic.
And the panel is gonna win. I don't know what Jess is talking about, but we're the best. We're gonna win it. Sorry about it.
Yeah. Talk about rigged, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
all right, so I am sending now a digit code 411-6381. 411-6381. You need to go to kahoot.it. And you can use that code to enter the room. Now, do not put in a not safe for work name. I am looking at all of them. I am seeing them pop up. If you put in an inappropriate name, I will remove it. And whoever put in not DamarcoDude, that's fantastic. But I am going to keep it filtered until I see everybody who's in. That's going to go. We have 17 people. We could have up to 100. So literally everybody in the stream can participate except for me, because I know all the questions and the answers.
Do we all have to be in cahoots too? Like those of us on the panel, are we supposed to click and enter our names?
Yes, absolutely.
Uh-oh. Okay.
If you have a phone nearby, or open up a new tab. We have 28 people, and to incentivize people, just a small little incentive, we have, thanks again to Starfield Signal, we have a Starfield Signal notebook the winner will receive. Whoever tops this trivia gets a custom Starfield Signal notebook, if that's a little bit of incentive you need to stop by. We have 31 members. We're going to leave this open until 4:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you have 2 more minutes if you want to partake in the trivia event. 2 more minutes. Did I cut anybody off over donations or questions or anything? I apologize.
No, I do have a bunch of questions. I figure we can rapid fire.
Yeah, let's go for it as more people filter in.
That's sort of a big. Well, I don't want to. El Captain says, "What cool mechanics would the panel like for the outpost system?" Mine would be some sort of item production we can later see on vendors. I guess they mean to have vendors at their outposts. I guess like in Fallout 4, maybe. Yeah. So what's some cool outpost features that we would like to see?
Space bar. Those space cuties, you know? You gotta.
Here we go, full circle. That's a really good idea, though.
I'm gonna rapid fire mine. I want to, in the settlement system, find out the solution to the jetpacks in the bedroom problem and what room needs to be built in order to accommodate that.
Yeah.
I love that. When that stuff leaked, you have to assume that's from a specific scenario, a specific character. You know what I mean? You're not just going to be having, jetpack whoopee with anybody you want. It's probably going to be specific scenarios where you're in a zero-G environment, hang out think about the way characters are, like Pan Am and Cyberpunk or something. They've got specific scenarios and stuff like that. So I don't think you're going to be doing that with just about anyone. As far as an outpost, let's think about the science aspect, fabrication, research. When you talk about like 4X games and those kind of games, I think just technology tracks and research, being able to kind of control that yourself, making discoveries. Yes, they're preset by the game, but you could be the first to discover certain things, not just locations, but maybe even technologies.
Nice. All right, so I see that we have 39 people in this event. Again, if you do win, you get a Starfield Signal notebook. So we're going to leave it open for another 30 seconds. Click the link, kahoot.it, and then 411-6381 is the code in order to join. We're going to give it for another 30 seconds or so to join, and then we're going to get started. I see that we have 41 people involved, but there's 60 people in stream. So some of you are not fun. No, I'm just kidding. I love all of you.
A lot of people are stuck on the avatar choice screen. Yeah, I don't know where it goes from here. I've got an avatar. Are you seeing us in there? I don't know.
Yes. I see everybody coming in. We have not started yet. We're going to give it another 10 seconds.
It'll change.
And then, yep.
Yeah.
And before the trivia starts, I do have to run out here in a bit. So I appreciate everyone, the people in the chat, and my panelist here, and DamarcoDude. I appreciate you having me on here today.
Dave, final thought. Before you go and, give us the deets, what are you most looking forward to in Starfield? That's why we're all here.
Yes.
What am I most looking forward to? I'm most looking forward to absolutely flying my trash spaceship called the Dairy Queen, shooting down some, we're going after the space police. I'm a no good, nothing trash man. I'm just excited to be a space pirate, pretty much it.
I love that.
There you go.
Awesome.
That's amazing.
Awesome. All right, thank you so much for being here, Dave, taking the time out of your day. We've done a really great thing all together, and I could not have done it without the help of you and your community that have been here. So I appreciate everything, genuinely.
Yep. Thank you so much. And you can listen to me more on Starfield Lorecast. That's on all podcast services, etc.
And Jess asked a good question. Do you have plans for the Starfield event that you want to share?
We don't have any plans for a live stream, but we'll be covering it on the Starfield Lorecast after. If you're curious about stuff leading up to it, I just did an article on the Traveler RPG, which Todd Howard mentioned, and how it relates to Starfield. There's a full article write-up for that. There's a link for it somewhere. You can find it on the Starfield Lorecast page, but we also did a full podcast about it that you can also listen to.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, and also thank you, everybody, for contributing to the event. So we're going to start the quiz here. We're going to get started. Again, panelists, be ready. Everybody in the chat, be ready. The questions go by kind of fast, but starting off with, and they get hard towards the end. They get difficult.
We'll see.
When does Starfield release? Nice, easy baby one. Nice, easy baby one to get us started. You have 30 seconds. Yeah,
so I see 4 shapes.
Yeah, so the answer, I probably should have explained how to do this. The answers are on screen. You could see them in the stream. And then you click one of the shapes that represent those answers. So triangle, September 6th, diamond, November 11th, circle, September 9th, or square, September 16th.
Quickly, you've got like 4 seconds. You've got a couple of seconds.
Yeah, so I probably should have clarified that before we got started. So
We gotta jump back and forth. I get it now. I get it. That's why you said open it up on a second device, so we could actually like play
no.
separately. Oh well.
I got confused. I got the date wrong.
November 11th.
Yeah, so hopefully that was a bit of a gimme. There's some double point questions and they get hard towards the end, so people can catch up later on. There's definitely opportunities, but hopefully everybody kind of understands how it works a little bit better. I'm sorry for not being clear about that, but we're gonna hop
Lex,
into
that one yellow was you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
and the points
Yeah.
do get awarded based on the quickness of your answers. So Kava, congratulations, stealing first place.
I got confused.
What is the name of the illegal drug in Starfield? Triangle Enigma, Diamond Syntho, Circle Aurora, or Square Bliss? Another easy one. We want to just warm everybody up. We want to get everybody in the trivia spirit.
As the lore master, it's Synthro. 100%. No lies.
Lexi, how could you?
I'm not lying. I'll tell you what it is not, though. It's definitely not Enigma.
I love this quiz. This is my first time using Kahoot. That's why a lot of us, probably a lot of our first time. But this is a really awesome way to do quizzes on stream.
There you go. 33 people got it correct. 2 people are wrong. Magic
people
taken
follow my
first
advice.
place. 2 people followed your advice. El Capitan and Chris. Congratulations. All right. Up 6 places. The highest climber. Congratulations. Moglia. What is the main protagonist's job at the beginning of Starfield? Triangle Miner, Diamond Soldier, Circle Smuggler, or Square Bounty Hunter? You guys might be feeling a
Definitely
little.
Bounty Hunter.
You guys might be feeling a little bit confident. You're like, oh, this is a stupid trivia. Why'd I sign up for this? Don't worry. We're just starting off easy, man. Just starting off
I
easy.
wish it was. Well, there's one on there that I wish it was, because you guys know what I want to be in Starfield.
Soldier.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's all I want to be for my
We
mama.
do have all these backgrounds. I think it's important to know that even though, and we're about to answer minor, even though we have that as part of the origin that's been revealed, how do we get there? Like at the beginning of so many Elder Scrolls games, you're a prisoner, but what were you before that? So there's going to be, you've got all the backgrounds of character creation. There's going to be a lot more to our character story than just being a miner or a prisoner.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Congratulations, Chris, for taking first place, and Spudman WP, the highest climber, jumping up 7 places after that one. At which showcase was Starfield first revealed? Triangle, BE3 2019, Diamond, Blue, BE3 2018, Circle, Yellow, BE3 2017, or Square, the 2021 Xbox Showcase?
Everyone knows this. It was 2017 because there was all that Starfield hype.
Yep.
Then.
I clicked
That
the
was
wrong
the
one
real
too.
one.
I am ashamed. I
Did you
am
fat finger?
ashamed.
Or did you just guess and got it? Or
I just wanted to be faster than everybody else.
You know what? Oh wow, there was actually a pretty interesting spread there.
Wow.
Yeah, but it is 2018, of course.
Yeah,
'cause it was revealed at the same event as TS6 and Fallout 76.
Exactly. Tough round. 10 players lost their answer streak. Wow.
I
Yeah,
really
did too.
hope people aren't following my advice.
Congrats to not DamarcoDude. I like that you're coming up in the ranks. But no panel members are in this. What's going on?
I think it was that first setback. That's really the real reason. We just didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, fair.
It's just last, it's not top 6. Otherwise, obviously, we'd be there.
All right. In its simplest terms, what is Constellation? Coalition of Mercenaries, red. Last group of space explorers, yellow. Blue, an interstellar government faction, or Square, a corporation.
But technically, it's a corporation.
A last group of space explorers. Nope, that was the correct answer. Good job.
We don't actually know. I mean, maybe they're non-profit.
Yeah, they might be. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
There you go. Maybe. And Maglia, congrats on your 5 answer streak. How many years apart were the foundings of New Atlantis and Aquila City? So now we get a little bit spicier, a little bit in there.
No cheating either. No cheating.
Yeah, no cheating.
Definitely harder.
You can cheat, but then just keep in mind that by the time you look it up, your points are already.
You would.
I'm taking a chance, like that one country singer.
There's some answers
Or no.
coming in.
I'm gonna wing it. I'm gonna wing it.
Answers coming in slower. People are getting a little lost. Oh, not quite. Who's losing their spot? Oh my God, massive change. Congratulations, Danilo, for taking the lead, and up 9 places, Sasha Marchenko. Yeah, it's
It's
not
difficult because like I'm having a hard time seeing. I'm gonna have to open this on a different screen on the computer.
We're doing the
Yeah, I'm
best
jumping tab
we
to tab,
can.
but it's working. This is awesome. Also, it's not always flagging the correct answer. Does it tell us the correct answer on that screen, or are we just assuming the one with the most votes?
It's right here, so it has this little check mark.
Beautiful.
On
the
my
check
yeah,
mark.
on my
Thank
on
you.
my screen. Yes. All right, next question, 7. What faction does this gentleman belong to? There's a picture of the African-American man with the bald head. United Colonies, red. Vanguard, blue. Axion Tech, yellow. Or SysDef, green.
Mitch is really pushing my knowledge.
This was Mitch. So yeah, Mitch and I, Lorefield and myself, worked together, or the other half of Lorefield worked together to put this. Although I think, no offense, Mitch, I think I put together some of the harder questions that are in this. Oh, no, he works for SysDef, which might be a part of United Colonies. We're not sure. But technically 23 people are right, but 8 people are super right. That was a trick question, but congratulations to the 8 of you who got it correct. Yeah, Trix. He is part of
technically
SysDef.
Vanguard would be correct too, because that's also a
But good on everybody for not guessing Axion Tech. And Superman takes the lead. Not DamarcoDude coming back up. Congratulations. You're my favorite. Well, not my favorite. You're all my favorites. I don't have favorites. What is the correct spelling of the creature that resembles a cross between a wolf and a velociraptor? And we're going to get some fan art on the screen here. So OSHTA, red. ASHTAH, yellow. ASHTA, blue. OSHTAH, green.
You know, I know who drew that.
Do you know who did that?
I know who drew that.
I'm so mad at myself right now. As soon as I clicked it, I'm like, you idiot. You stupid idiot.
You stupid idiot. That's what we all are. Oh, that is spread.
Wait, people don't know this? Why do people
Whoa. That was aggressive.
Ashtar.
Scooter, congratulations. Superman taking the lead. All right, we got more questions, and they're going to get more difficult. Who was the founder of Aquila City? John Glenn, Solomon Coe, or red, Pasquale Logan, orange, Kiwe Akande, blue, John Glenn, green, Solomon Coe. I did say they were going to get harder. I did say. I wasn't lying.
You see, the thing is, Lexi, some people pronounce it Leviashta, others pronounce it Leviashta. So,
there you go. I see what you did.
I'm ashamed. I peaked at 11. I think I'm down to like 23 right now.
All right, congratulations.
14.
Most people got that right. Yeah, most people got Solomon Coe. Great job. I thought that was a bit of a trickier one. Superman's still holding the lead by almost 1,000 points. But Blackbird's making a comeback with 3 in a row. Congratulations, Blackbird. You're not out of it yet if you're in the bottom. Keep in mind, a lot of people can get things wrong. Aquila City, shown here, is the capital of the Freestar Collective. In what year was it founded? Red, 2208. Blue, 2143. Green, 2310. Or yellow, 2167. I'm going to guess the silence is people not too sure.
No, I'm pretty confident.
I mean, one thing I do know is that it was 9 years after, right? Right?
I
Like
don't
right at the beginning of
know.
Freestar Collective?
Maybe. Pick that answer and find out. A lot of people are on board. They're not sure. 2167. The creation of the Freestar Collective. Or Aquila, excuse me.
See, this is the problem with selective memory. You forget everything.
Hey!
Except the things you want to.
Light, we have a channel that's coming up. And Light is back in the game with 3 in a row. That's what we're saying. If you get 3 in a row, you could come right back up. So good job to Light, representing Starfield knowledge from the Starfield creators. What year did the Colony Wars begin? 2330, 2310, 2300, or 2520? Who put in 2520? I think this was my question. Why did I put that one in? That's not it. Yeah, I'm narrowing it down.
This is easy. This is an easy one.
Listen,
it's easy if you know the year that the game takes place. But not everyone may be up on, exactly when Starfield is taking place.
I know. I talk as a lore expert.
Listen. I wanted to give some people a break. Some of those folks at home who are sweating over these questions. 2310, the Colony Wars began. The game takes place in 2330. So for the 7 of you that guessed that, you're not super wrong. Just you have the wrong date in mind.
Don't worry.
And
don't worry.
20
What the
years
2310
earlier.
is?
2310 is when the Colony Wars happened.
Yep. An uneasy peace. I am curious about how, those kind of tensions are going to affect the play too. Are we going to be able, if we work with one side or the other, like sabotage, like liaise?
Yes.
Like, I'm curious. Will it be all politics, or will there be action involved between the two factions?
It's been they've said that you can sort of play spy with certain factions.
Restart the Colony War. Just start chaos.
Congrats to Superman on your 11 answer streak. Hopefully we could stump you. What does MAST stand for in New Atlantis? Massive Atomic Structure Theory, red. Blue, Massively Awesome Starfield Transit. Green, Machinations in Scientific Technologies. Or orange, Military, Administrative, and Scientific Triumvirate. Triumvirate.
Just saying, chat. If you come over to Lorefield, all of these answers could be yours.
Yes. And also, for those of you guys will want to stay tuned because we have a second code for Starfield that's coming soon because we reached our 1,000 goal.
I'm 10th place. I'm catching up.
Who guessed blue? Massively Awesome Starfield Transit.
We got 2 guesses on blue. I mean, massively awesome. I think we're just psyched,
Oh, man. Massively Awesome Starfield gameplay. Up 6 places, Chris, which had a huge donation. Remember, St. Jude's, right? That's what this is about. In the description below. If we hit 2,000, we're going to give away another controller. But congratulations, Superman still holding that lead. All right, multi-select and double points for this one. Which 3 planets or moons are located in the Alpha Centauri system?
Oh, nice.
6 choices. You have to get all of them correct to get the right answer. There's no half points. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting into...
So how many answers?
Which 3 planets or moons are located in the Alpha Centauri system?
Oops, I lost it because I started clicking.
I'm going to pronounce this wrong. I apologize. Gagarin, Alivis, Gagarin red, Vol 2 blue. Oh, it's almost over. Get your answers in.
In the immortal words of Meatloaf, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
2 out of 3 ain't bad, but
Same
it
for
was
me, yeah.
Gagarin, Chala, and Olivas. I apologize for the wrong pronunciation. Mitch corrected me on it yesterday, and I told him I wouldn't remember, and I don't remember. But a lot of these are based on explorers into space, and significant explorers at that who did set big moments in history for space exploration. That's a lot of these names. So, and Vol 2, did you guess Vol 2, Red?
Yes, I did.
Or Jartar, excuse me. Did you guess Jartar by any chance?
No. Oh, I guess I didn't get 2 right. I thought I got 2 right.
Okay, Jartar was a planet from Mass Effect.
Jartar Binks will not be in this game. No Jartar Binks.
No Jartar Binks, unfortunately for some of us.
Sith Lord. Secret Sith Lord.
Secret Sith Lord in Starfield. When the mod comes, it's going to come. Not DamarcoDude, congratulations. Up 8 places. All right. 14. What is the name of the Freestar Collective base? This is shown. Is it the Homefront, red? Aquila Base, blue? Yellow, Big Eagle? Or green, The Rock? And I hope some people pick one of my favorite answers in this.
The Rock. It's Dwayne Johnson. They live inside Dwayne Johnson.
They live in his armpit.
And reverse psychology there, Lexi, though? Are you using reverse psychology this time? Don't know.
Folks who are watching and maybe you're not participating, you don't want to leave. We are giving away a second code for Starfield. So keep that in mind. Air quotes around the code for Starfield. I'll get into that. But thank you, the one person who guessed Big Eagle. It was going to be Papa Eagle, but I changed it to Big Eagle. Congratulations. Most people got that right. I guess that was a little bit of a break. Mr. Robo Hobo with a 6 streak and Superman stealing that lead.
I totally got that one right, by the way. I didn't get that one wrong.
I just have to shout out the fact that I'm right behind Vasco is hot. So we do have Vasco stands in chat already. Look at that.
There you go.
Yeah, I wonder who that could be.
What is the default name? This is a bit of an easy. The default name of the player's ship. Triangle, the Longsword 1. diamond, blue, the privateer, circle, the frontier, or square, the vigilance?
It's the vigilance, definitely.
Maybe.
Chat, you can trust me, lore expert.
See, everybody, you gotta stop giving, you keep narrowing it down to a 33% chance every time you say
Seriously,
something.
it is privateer. It is privateer, seriously.
I've always done this in Kahoot. I've just...
All right, we got a bit of a freebie there. Congratulations, everybody who got the frontier. There are Whoopie Doopie, nice name, answer streak of 3, congrats, and Superman still got that 1,000 point lead. Who of the following actors was long rumored to play a role in Starfield? Tom Hanks, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, which makes sense given the base was called The Rock, Tom Cruise, or Alec Baldwin?
Yep. I know exactly which one this is.
And we are not yet into the deep lore. I think some of you guys are going to like groan when we get to some of the questions that Mitch and I found.
There
We're not
have
there
been
yet.
a lot of rumors about this game too. I feel like everybody listed has probably been rumored at least once.
There's one
But-
specific though. There is one more right answer, and a lot of people got it. Tom Cruise, congratulations. I like that
It
two
was a
people
big
guessed.
Meme. Everyone's convinced he's not in the game. I'm sorry, guys.
He's
All-
not in the
all of
game.
that. He
Nice.
actually
Hey, I'm in the game. I mean,
they actually tweeted at him.
They did, yeah.
In 2018, but he didn't respond. They're like, hey, we love your movies. Maybe we could collab, and there's no response.
Oh, that's great. Keep in mind, if you guys
doesn't
do
know what
have the
video game
means
is.
to donate, please do consider the link to St. Jude is in the description below. If we reach 2,000, giving away another Starfield custom controller when those do release, probably at the Starfield Showcase on Sunday. So keep that
Thank you,
in mind.
Kill, for the $5 donation.
Which of the following was not asked in the 2021 Starfield survey? You remember that?
Nope.
A Starfield survey went out, and it was asking questions to everybody about some of the things they like, and it got put out on Reddit. And by the slow answers, I know we're getting into the deep lore, which was not asked during the survey.
What was not asked?
I'm sure most of us did take the survey though. You know, joining Constellation as soon as it's available and signing up for everything.
Good job, 16. I enjoy games that allow me to adopt pets. I was hoping that would throw people off because you remember the concept art that we got that had the cat in the background? And that was like a big deal to me. I don't know why I took away a lot away from that. I was like, oh, pets? Do we get them? Do they come on space adventures with us? Can we put a space helmet on like Cosmo from Guardians?
From looking at it, you'd think the spaceship one would be fake because they didn't confirm it before then. And them asking it, you know.
I was gonna say Eric in chat has a really good point too. Like he says, pets. Really? People love pets, and I think that's why they didn't ask. They know we want pets. They didn't have to ask.
True.
That's a good
That's
point.
a
They
good
just
point.
confirmed spaceships.
All right, let's keep it moving. We got a lot to get through. Which of these places is the only city Aurora is legal? Again, a bit of a gimme. So answer quickly to get damn points. Those little bits matter, and there's going to be some double points coming up later on as well. If you could score points on some of those, you're going to be set in the money to catch up no matter how far back you might be.
What? The spaceship isn't a pet? Yeah, I think some of us are gonna really love our spaceship and spend a lot of time, you know, waxing it and stuff. I cannot wait to build my own ship and see how much customization there is. How much larger can it be than default? What can you change? Like, I love building in games, and you saw a lot of the fans did in our fan video. I can't imagine.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna build an ash meat farm.
Can we walk around the interior of our ship while it's in space?
Yes, we
You gotta
can.
stop this. You gotta stop this.
No, I'm with you, Red. I'm sure.
you.
We have
What
to.
is the
It only makes
nickname?
sense.
What is the nickname of our IRL home system in Starfield?
This is hard, actually.
But yes, Red, I agree with you. We do need to be able to walk around. I'm sorry to cut you off, Chad.
All right. Are you asking? Is this gonna be one of those technical ones or the ones with the 2 right answers?
It's a little bit of a trick. There is 2 right answers, but it's the nickname.
Oh, no!
Emphasis on the nickname, not the official name. Emphasis on the nickname.
I am
Yes, indeed.
I knew that.
And 11 people! 11 people in my trap!
Oh no.
Yes.
Also, big shout out to Flaw Kill and Anonymous, both donating during during trivia. That's amazing. Thank you guys.
Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you guys so much, and thank you, Jess, for keeping up with those donations. Yeah, if we reach 2,000, again, it's going straight to St. Jude. That's what we did all this for. We put a lot of effort to put all this together, so we appreciate you guys supporting it in that way. And if we reach 2,000, a second Starfield custom controller will be sent your way.
I'm sorry, Wolf just, going, damn it. I can't stop laughing. I found that hilarious. It's when you realize.
Superman, you have to
Yep.
reveal your secret identity because, holy cow.
He's Superman.
He is, allegedly, yes. It is. Which company wrote the flight manual found in the official teaser trailer? So if you remember, in the trailer, they pan, and this is where he slams in the space sandwich that somebody answered and found out the contents of the space sandwich by analyzing. So credit to r/Starfield for being literally insane in all the best ways. But which company in Starfield wrote that flight manual? It wasn't Chunkies or Chunks, whatever that magazine in the back is. And yes, you guys will want to stay tuned because even if we don't reach that 2,000 goal, we do have another code for Starfield 2 giveaway. Nova Galactic, good job. A lot of people got that. I thought that would be a little bit more of a
Who
stumper.
wrote United Colonies?
One person guessed United Colonies. It's
Come forward.
possible. It's possible. I mean, especially if Nova Galactic is officially
Oh
sanctioned.
no, did Superman lose his lead? He says he thinks he screwed up.
He didn't lose it. No, I saw he didn't get that many points, or he did change, but he's still in the lead. 6 players have an answer streak of 3, so you guys can keep catching up. All right, what is the name of this terrifying creature seen in the release date trailer? Red, a stalker. Blue, grub mother alpha. Circle, Metropus, or square, hunting maggot maw.
If you watch Lorefield,
I got this
you've
one
probably
because
been spoiled.
exactly. Yep.
Yeah, you got 3 members of Lorefield here on the panel. Well, I'm not an official member, but
Trapdoor.
I guess I get invited from time to time, and thank you for that.
No, you're part of it.
Yeah. Reeled you in.
Everybody, 2 people said Stalker. No, Stalker was the beast that we see on the moon of Crete. We see it on the moon of Crete walking by, unfortunately. And the Metropus was the floating. It's actually technically called a floating Metropus. And those were like the gas bag things that were floating around. I will say, I really love the creature design of what we've seen so far. It's like,
God! Excuse me, sorry.
I really love that.
Like a hunting maggot maw was coming for you or something. I was scared.
That really caught me off guard. I apologize.
That's okay. When I see that hunting maggot maw on screen, it gives me that type of wiggles as well.
It's a mouthful, isn't it? Hunting maggot maw. Like, can I just call them like
H&M?
All right.
Isn't that a store?
Yes, indeed.
We've saved some of the best questions for last. This is an easier one. Don't feel bad if you get it wrong.
Thank you for the easier one. Appreciate it.
Well, we needed our panel, who's not even on the top scoreboard.
You know, we've been close. We've been close. I bet Lexi has been right up there. Just, not quite.
Right,
I've
3
gone
people said.
in a few wrong. Mitch is test.
3 people said Crete. Unfortunately, no. That's the moon. That is the moon.
That's starting.
All right, and how have scores changed? Superman's still crushing it. Scooter has the highest answer streak of 9. Congrats, Scooter. Keep that up. You might just whack some of these guys off the leaderboards. Who is the manufacturer of the Grendel submachine gun seen in this image? Combatech, red. Blue, TEC, Tech. Or yellow, Axion. Or square, Ryusion Industries. I'll be interested.
Do I detect bait again? Do I detect bait?
You might be getting a little jabated, a little jabatey. A little jabatey.
Wing this. Probably get it.
Oh, Jenkins
no.
2.0 just donated. Thank you.
Jenkins, he's been around since before I restarted my channel, and he's still hanging out, and I don't know why. So thank you, Jenkins, for the donation.
Awesome, thanks, man.
That actually stumped a lot more people than I thought. That was not the spread. I thought Listen.
I'm 6th place doing that.
Superman lost his lead.
He's been dethroned.
You have been.
Oh no. Superman, quickly, become Superman. Take out the kryptonite.
Double points for this. What does the main character do during the ignition sequence to bypass purging the auxiliary back pressure tanks? Does he A, engage the EGT and oil tip monitors? Blue, activates helium-3 tank coolers. Yellow, throws a flight check override. Or square, flips TEF switches to manual before takeoff.
This is easy. Come on, guys.
This is
How many
easy.
times have we watched that?
Typical science fiction.
Is it that easy?
No.
Is it that easy? No. Never.
I've watched it, but I don't remember the labels.
A lot of people got it, though. Flips a flight check. Yeah, so this was the conversation between Pete Hines and Matt Booty, Aaron Greenberg, excuse me. Aaron Greenberg and Pete Hines, and they were talking about it, and they were laughing, and we talked about this earlier in the stream, actually. But that is how they do it. I love that they did that. Superman further losing his lead, but Danilo taking the throne.
Amazing.
Oh, Danilo,
so
you better
quick
get
on
back
that,
to the
too.
bathroom.
All right, on to our next one. 25 of 26. Multi-select double points. All the multi-select ones are double points. Which four of these companies are ship part manufacturers?
Oh, yeah.
Now, this one might stump quite a few people. And again, you need 100% correct. It's 4 out of the 6, so you have okay odds if you're guessing.
It's funny, Light keeps saying purple on most of these, and there actually is a purple on this one, so you gotta pick it. You gotta put it in there for him.
It's one of my channel colors. We got the purple and green. All right, did anybody get 100%? Nautilus, Horizon Defense, and Relodyne. Now, the interesting thing is Horizon Defense. You got it right?
I got it right. Yep.
Oh, high five to you. The interesting thing about this is the Horizon Defense is shown when they're customizing the ship for like one singular frame where they pan over the top-mounted turret of the ship, and then you could see the name pop up during that.
Oh, my phone's
Oh,
about to
Danilo
die.
saying it was 4. Yeah. Oh, I'm in the same place, Danilo. I got 3 out of 4. I'm sorry, I didn't even pick a 4th. I got all 3 I picked correct, but
I don't think
know
anyone
that
got
was
that
4.
one right, though, so it's all right. Scoreboard stays.
So my phone just died, so I'm out.
Oh no, Lexi,
Well,
no,
last
plug
question.
it in quick.
Last question. What is the name of the violin player in the Starfield official teaser trailer?
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Her name is on the poster.
I know there's one. Right, I'm locking my screen before my phone dies.
And this is the last question to round out the showcase. Bit of a stumper, if I do say so myself. And it was. Look at that spread. It was Alyssa DeMille. Congratulations to 8 folks. Did anyone on the panel get that right?
Yes.
Of course I didn't.
Still only in 12th place, though. It bumped me back up to 12th.
All right.
Should have been there at the beginning.
There we go. And the winner, Mr. Robo Hobo in 3rd. Congratulations. Superman in 2nd. You had the lead for the whole time. And in 1st place, Danilo Jonathan, who came in at the last minute and really just bumped up. So congratulations, Danilo. You are one of the winners. So please reach out to me on Twitter. Twitter.com/DamarcoDude. My DMs are open, so you can reach out to me. Everybody that's won something today needs to. That's the way that you claim your prize. If you don't reach out to me, you're not getting your prize. Sorry if that means you need to make a Twitter account, but it's the easiest way to make sure you get what you deserve and you get what you've earned. So, Danilo, congrats. All right, that was fun. That was awesome. Thank you guys for those of you who did participate in that event, and also thank you for Mitch to help put that together, for Lorefield's help in building that. So we do have a couple more things that I think we could kind of get through that I want to make sure gets highlighted. We have 2 more vids that were sent in from Arcane Realm and Light. I think we could just maybe play those back to back to get through them, and then we'll get into our final giveaway.
Yep.
All right, let's kick it off with the Arcane Realm. I will right here.
Hey everyone, I'm the Arcane Realm, and the Starfield Showcase is just around the corner. Bethesda Game Studios will soon be gracing us with their first new IP in over 25 years, and I for one cannot wait to begin my very own space odyssey. The thing that excites me the most about Starfield is undoubtedly the idea of exploring and uncovering the secrets of the galaxy. Bethesda Game Studios and their expansive game worlds have always been incredibly immersive, and they truly draw you in as a player, creating experiences that you won't find anywhere else. Thank you everyone for being here as part of the Stars for Change charity event. All of the proceeds will be donated directly to St. Jude Children's Hospital. Thanks everyone, and remember that the outsider, wait, probably not the right thing to say here for the outro. How about I'll see you in the stars?
There we go. That was Arcane Realm, friend of the channel. Great guy, makes arcane focused content. If you really want that deep dive into just Arcane, he's the person to absolutely go to. Do we have any new donations or any questions that might have popped up that we want to address before we get into one of our last videos?
I can run through some questions here. Some of these we've actually sort of touched on. So Martin Brock wanted to know how much.
I think I'm having audio problems on my end, so.
Oh, okay.
Are you
chat,
muted
let
again
me know if
post video?
Hold on just one sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear anything coming from you guys. Jess,
You can't hear us anymore?
Well, we weren't
Say
talking.
Just seems I've lost all audio from our stream, so I'm gonna go into our final submission, which is coming from Light, who helped put together the teaser promo. I apologize, I can't hear anybody right now besides myself talking. So we're gonna get into that last promo, and then keep in mind, if we do hit that $2,000 donation goal, we'll be giving away a second Starfield controller. So let us get that video playing, and I will do my best to troubleshoot.
Hey guys, it's Light here, and I'm so sorry that I couldn't make it to the actual live event. Time difference really does suck, and unfortunately due to that, none of our schedules really lined up, but I still wanted to send in a video to send my support for this cause. You know, this event is such a wonderful idea, and I hope that you're all having a blast watching. We're all so excited for Starfield and the Direct. Of course, it's been like a year now since we've had our last big news drop, and honestly, it's amazing how much you have all been supporting, not just myself, but everyone here too, as we've suffered through this dry news era together. You know, we're all so excited to get our hands on this game in just a few months and finally fly off into the Starfield and see what's out there. It's crazy how excited I am for this game. I haven't been this excited for a game since ever, really. And everything from exploring 1,000 planets to building a ship to even the new lockpicking mechanic all looks fantastic to me, and I know that I speak for all of us when I say I just want to play this game right now. Of course, a big thank you to everyone who has donated to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. It really is a wonderful cause, and it's beautiful that we can all come together to do this. If you haven't donated yet and you are able to, please do consider it. It would mean a lot to all of us here. But that is everything that I wanted to say, so thank you all so much again for tuning in and donating and all of the wonderful things that you do for all of our channels, and thank you guys for having me on, and I hope that you all enjoy the rest of the show.
Fantastic, very sweet, very. So the community really is the bright light, if you will. It's so I can't say it enough. The community has just been nothing but supportive, and so thank you so much to everyone who has supported and put. Where are we right now, DeMarco, as far as donations?
Before we get that, we just want to make sure that DeMarco unmutes themselves.
Anybody who has ever watched one of my streams knows this is just an ongoing meme of a mute button. So, thank you for your
I heard
patience.
you. Okay, yeah. So I'm seeing it now happen. I remember you telling me about that. That was a thing. Okay,
Yeah.
he was just messing with you guys. It's fine.
Yeah, I just like to remind everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, we did get a couple new donations if we want to go through some of them.
And Lex is muted. Yep, we're just
I got them.
trick you guys again.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think we've called out Lorefield and Jenkins, and the one we didn't call out was $10 about 40 minutes ago. So I'm 40 minutes late. I really apologize.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say their name again.
Anonymous.
Oh, okay. All right, you cut
Which
out
means
there.
I didn't put a name.
Anonymous.
Oh, is that why you didn't say anything when?
Yeah, it was very meta. It was very meta.
That was good. It was. I love that. I love that. It's
People
perfect.
are they trolling me? They say DeMarco muted. Am I getting trolled?
I just think there's a delay. I think you're fine.
I hope. But yeah,
I hope,
you need
yeah,
the
I was-
lighted mic like Jess uses. Yeah, it is nice to have this big glowing indicator in your face because, DeMarco, I cannot tell you how often I have not unmuted as well on stream. Like, it happens all the time. Because, you don't want things to bleed over. You're constantly juggling different audio inputs when you're live. Live is such a different beast to recording a
is.
podcast or to creating a video.
And Jess, I'm sure you have had the wonderful experience of starting the show, introducing everyone, and then looking down and seeing that you're muted for the entire intro.
Yes. Yes. There was a time period, after you get traumatized a little bit by that, there are months where you're just like, okay, I'm going to start this show the way I start all of my shows. Does anybody actually hear me? Can you hear me? Waiting for
Right.
chat? Yeah, totally.
Yep. And then you go, no, welcome. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
All right, so we do have one last giveaway to do. So we're gonna start that now. You can put in your submissions to the final giveaway that is going to consist of, and for some reason I have to figure out what's going on because I can't see the people entering, but I see you guys entering and it's working. So one more raffle. This is for a $60 code to either Xbox or Steam. For those of you who stayed towards the end of this stream, while everybody enters that, do we just want to kind of go around and say, I don't know, last some final thoughts about Starfield?
We either that or we do have some
questions?
We
Yeah,
could
let's
try
do
to
questions.
run through.
Yeah, let's run through.
I just don't want anyone to feel like they're left out. Just real quick, let's try to rapid fire these. How much can we be in? How much? I think what they mean is Martin Brock again says, how rich in society can we be, and will people still call us weak when we are at max level? Yeah, so like you walk up and you're like wearing the flesh of a king, and they're just like, you drop your sweet roll, and it's like, dude. Yeah, so how much would that change?
I bet it's, faction dependent, but yeah, there'll be a cap since we're not going to be able to become the boss or leader of most factions, at least major ones that we know of. Yeah, I think they've gotten better at that, having random NPCs recognize our status, hopefully, but but probably not top dog in the galaxy ever.
Right.
Yeah. Awesome. While before he gets into the next question again, if we get to that 2,000 goal, under $200 more, if we get to that 2,000, another Starfield custom controller is going to be handed out into the wild. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. Chris has donated $200.
Chris has donated
What?
another 200.
Oh my God!
Chris!
Wow.
This was a lot of fun.
Chris, thank you so much.
Chris,
that is awesome.
You are truly an amazing. I think so. For what it's worth, $1,000. Just to put some things into perspective, $1,000 according to St. Jude's is 2/3 the cost of therapy treatment. So with the amount of money that we've been able to raise, we've effectively given a kid the chemotherapy that they need in order to help fight back against cancer. And that is absolutely incredible to me because you are quite literally giving a kid a chance with everything that we've raised here today. So thank you to everybody being here. Thank you to everybody that's contributed. I don't want to hog talking too much. I talk too much as it is.
No, that is incredible. Thank you so much.
And that's why, yeah. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah, everyone has been amazing in chat. I can't. I don't know. I'm just I'm sort of blown away. I don't really know what to say. So let me just say
so
this
much excitement. So much excitement. Yeah. I mean, I know next question, but like themselves said, I've never been so excited for a game. Other people in chat saying, I am just so hyped. Exactly. And we talked earlier about being overhyped, but I really don't think the people here are. I think the people here know, while we don't know exactly what we're getting, we know we're going to like what we get.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And Marie made a great point. Chris deserves the controller. He's the MVP. I will gift Chris, absolutely. There's still time to enter for the $60 gift card, but Chris, I will be sending you the custom Starfield controller when it does come out on Sunday.
DeMarco, these gift cards, these controllers, where are they coming from?
I will be sending, so for gift cards, important, if you do win anything, message me on Steam and we will work out the logistics of getting these prizes over to you. Gift cards are simple. I'll send you the code privately via Twitter. Again, that's the way to reach out to me. If you do need something mailed, then we'll talk on Twitter to get your address and the information that we need in order to ship it to you safely and securely. Just do be patient in that process, especially for like the controllers and the shirts, because we just kind of need to order them, get it together. I know some people redeemed the Marie family. I apologize, or Mary family. I apologize if I'm getting that one wrong. You donated a incredible amount towards the Myers family, $500. So I absolutely will be sending you, and just redeemed Everyone Hydrates. So I'll absolutely be sending you a package of the creator merch. So please reach out to me on Twitter if you're still here. Hey, who finished it?
Oh, and there he went.
Who finished it? Who was it? Lex?
Wait, what happened? You cut out. We don't know what happened.
We finished. We hit the 2,000.
We hit 2,000.
We hit 2,000.
Wow! Do a soundbite. We don't have sound bites, do we?
Thailand doll donated $200. Great show and cause. Starfield Signal crew represent.
That is
Starfield
amazing.
Signal crew, Starfield Signal. Luke, you have an amazing community. Thank you to everybody. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
It's
Go ahead,
amazing,
let it out.
DeMarco. Yeah, let it out. I'm wearing a St. Jude shirt right now. One of their slogans is "Play for more than bragging rights," and people here today are 100% showing that. We play for the joy of it, but play for more than bragging rights. Doing this stream like you are putting together, DeMarco, it's really making a difference, and thank you for doing it.
And ironically, again, I'm not picking. I'm not picking. Chris won. Chris won the giveaway.
Oh my
at
God,
random.
that is fantastic.
So congratulations.
Chris.
That's hysterical.
Rigged.
So I'm not
Everyone put rigged in chat.
I'm not gonna do a takesy backsy. That's not how we run things here on DamarcoDude at all. We have hit not only, so the reason this is incredible. My original goal was $500. $500, and I was like, are we gonna hit that? Is it going to be possible? And together we've exceeded two goals. We've hit the 2,000, which was a stretch goal, the 1,000, and then we've hit 2,000. So thank you guys, honestly, so much, because
that's
a lot
incredible.
went into this. I know I'm investing personally. Lorefield has invested personally. Red has offered and financially, and those who couldn't invest financially invested just with their time for being here, for being on the panel, and you guys putting in all this together. Rigged for sure. Yes.
Rigged,
No, it's
yeah.
not. No, it's
rigged.
not. Someone take it away. Someone close it out. I can't.
This has been so great. I know you were doing rapid fire questions. Let's rapid fire them for a
rapid
bit.
fire 'em.
Let's just let DeMarco recover and let's rapid fire for a minute.
Okay, that sounds good. Marie Berth says about the dream home trait. What's the big difference between houses and bases? Could we own more than one house? I say yes, definitely.
Everyone wants a mortgage, right?
But can you
Everyone wants a
designate-
mortgage.
Can you designate a base a house? Can you make a house part of a base? I imagine houses are fixed location. Bases are, of course, things where you're going to be able to build in multiple locations. But will there be base building in your home, like home plate in Fallout 4? Don't know. Can't wait to find
cool.
out. Let me do Starfield Decorator Sim.
Yeah, I was about to say, get a nice little pink couch over there instead of the old wooden one, or something like that. Yeah. See, Martin Brock says skill books? Question mark of some kind.
They've had.
I don't know if
magazines,
they would.
They've had skill books. I'm gonna say maybe yes. Oh yes.
Data chip implants? Like, will there be cybernetic technology? Are we at the point where there'll be some of that? Because 300 years in the future, technological advances, there could be.
That's actually a
Or like
cool
implants.
concept art. Someone has a cybernetic arm in concept, so
Okay.
maybe
Very cool. Very
someone
cool.
on the Neon platform, they've got like a twisty arm. I
think- I think there's
don't
going to be
know
a
if
lot
it's
of that. I think there's going to be a lot of that, even though it's about, humans and humanity and where we're going and have evolved. I think there will be, some major advances there. And so, yeah, skill books, but let's make them, chips or hollows or something.
Chips. I love.
Love a good chip.
Yeah. we call them crisps over here. But,
Chipping in.
Have a lovely packet of crisps.
As you can tell from the Doctor Who stuff, I'm a bit of an Anglophile, so I was thinking of chips, not crisps.
Nice. Danilo, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, which I'm about to do. Watch me go. Danilo Jonathan, or maybe that's not an L. I'm sorry. Thank you. I want to debate in a fight. Todd, in the Lex Friedman interview, comments on romance. Did he say 4 of them or for them? Many people mentioned that the first option makes sense in context. So 4 romance options or for them? I really don't know. I didn't watch that 7-hour long interview, but
it was a little over 3 if I remember correctly, but I watched it twice. Yeah, I do lean towards the former, but I bet those are like maybe primary romances, and there'll be plenty of other options as well.
That's a great point. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Here's a funny story. When I first read that ESRB thing, I thought it was fake because it mentioned space STDs, and like from the quote, and I was confused. I was like, "Nah, real. There's no way that would be said." I was like, "Nah, that's just too far." But no,
STDs, Starship Technical Documents, right? Something like that.
That's all it is. Don't worry.
I think we got another donation too that came in.
Oh.
From Corey, $20. Thank you for your positivity and doing this for the kids. I was a tech at St. Jude's decades ago, and I know it's going to a good cause.
Awesome.
Thank
you so much.
Amazing story, and thank you.
Yeah. That's so nice to be able to have a little bit of insight for that kind of stuff. Like DeMarco, you just talked about how what actually it's to actually have a little graph in your head to know exactly how much of this is going and what it sort of translates into. That's awesome. So to have someone that was actually a tech there, actually saying, yeah, you're doing the right thing. This is worth it. That means a lot.
And just we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 giveaways, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4 messages to me. I know Assassin is one of them, so I think Assassin we can reach out privately. And Chris is another 4, 5. That means 6. So one person I think I'm missing. I see a message from Blackbird. I see one from Jimmy. I see one from Jamkas. I see one from Martin. So actually maybe 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, never mind. I just counted wrong because I'm overwhelmed. There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah, we got everybody.
Yeah. Let's see. This was a question straight to you, DeMarco. DB Cooper says, BGS isn't scared of having weird creatures slash ghouls. Do any of you think that they'll have alien races that are intelligent and civilized, not just death claws in space, so to speak? We kind of touched on this earlier, but
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I've had a lot to say about it. There is no way Starfield ends with you going through the portal and there's a cliffhanger. There is no way they're gonna do that.
No, that's not an ending. It might be a mid game beginning.
That's what I hope. I hope there's more after, because if you don't know, they actually tried this in Fallout 3 originally at launch, and what happened was the fans went, "What is this? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why is the game ended? Why am I at a checkpoint? This isn't Bethesda." And they went, "Oh, the players don't want."
You don't build a game that large without with a hard ending. No, you got to keep going.
No, they were being faithful to the original Fallout, and I admire that. And it's the fans are like, "No, we don't want this. No."
Broken Steel, absolutely Superman the best. Yeah, DeMarco, what do you think on this?
My personal guess, and this has been my guess from the beginning, is that the point of the game is going to be to find the alien races that are out there. And I think that's going to be like the big climax to the game, is that you find some kind of sentient life. Because Todd Howard has always been talking about how how it's been about seeing what's out there. Are we like answering life's biggest questions? That's one of the first things I remember Todd Howard saying about this game. And honestly, I think I will die on this hill that life's biggest question is, are we alone in the universe? And
absolutely.
And maybe the answer is yes in as far as Starfield is concerned, but I think that a lot of people are going to be very curious, and it has this air of mystery that Mass Effect never accomplished, so I think it can really help set Starfield apart, because in Mass Effect you're just introduced, in other sci-fi games you're just introduced to aliens, but this one you're having an actual first contact, and if that's done well and interesting, better than Mass Effect Andromeda's, then I would be so excited to see how that plays out. The question is, if that is the case, how early in the game do you do that? And is it, where do you go?
I think it's going to be a false ending. You think it ends, but it doesn't. Just picks up, and you're like, wait, well, what? I thought the credits were going to roll. Or I think it's going to be interesting. I can't see it barely ending after the Broken Steel and Fallout 3's ending.
Really don't know. And also, will that kind of information make its way into the direct coming up? Like, if the direct is going to be so large and in depth, I still think if it is the case that we won't even find out at the direct. No. DeMarco, I love the way you put it. Like, that question, are we alone in the universe? It's definitely the search for that answer that motivates us, that puts us out into the stars and keeps us exploring, that I think is going to be one of the principal motivations for our characters outside of what we determine, for the main narrative.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris Harris, he says, or they say, I apologize. With the recent mods with AI for Skyrim, where do you see the modding space? I see what you did there. Go with AI. So, are you guys familiar with what he's referring to? Have you seen the modding AI where you can literally type in anything? It's insane. It's absolutely insane. The modding in Starfield is going to make this game. I mean, look at Skyrim now. I mean, it's still crazy to think that the game is almost 13 years old. Starfield will never die. That's why people are like, well, what about the sequel to Starfield? I'm like, are you already asking for a sequel to Starfield and we haven't even gotten to the mods yet?
I'm like,
oh, man. Yeah.
Sequel to Starfield.
The sequel to Starfield is the next planet you land on, okay?
Yeah, exactly. There you go. You get like 70,000 sequels.
We were talking about it earlier. Like, you want to know what the Scrolls Easter egg? Have a scientist, and he keeps having these weird dreams. And he dreams because the Godhead, if you don't know what the Godhead is, basically, Godhead, the whole of Elder Scrolls is in a dream, right? What if that's a scientist who has the weird name, which is actually the name of the Godhead? You know, it's complicated, but let's just...
Oh, like Mr. Nern.
Yeah, there's like a scientist, and he keeps having these dreams, and...
Yeah.
You know, that's just a reference. And then for a Fallout reference, they find a portal to, like, another universe where there was a big war. And it was the 1950s for, like, 100 years.
Oh, man, Jonas and Chad just dropped a bomb. He says, this week, The Elder Scrolls 6 was announced half a decade ago.
Hell yeah, man. It's going to come out in another half a decade.
Yep. All right. See, JC Hamilton says, which faction are each of you most excited for? Feel free, Free Star Rangers here for JC.
I think I'll kick it off to completely cut everybody else off. For me, I'm the kind of person that likes the idealism of the Freestar Collective, like peace and prosperity, and like that Western vibe, that space Western. I absolutely love that. So it's honestly going to depend if the UC is a bunch of just complete jerks, and I'm not going to swear because it's PG stream, but buttholes.
I'm just saying,
buttholes.
No paved roads.
If they're paved roads, yes. If they're a bunch of people with paved roads, then I'm not going to want any part of it.
No, don't join the Freestar. They cannot even pave roads. They poo in buckets. You want New Atlantis. You want the clean.
But I like.
Economical.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think that's the thing I'm looking forward to, is seeing if it goes into like that underground, like, yeah, because it's like you have that trope a lot in The Witcher. They do it with the Nilfgaardian Empire, where they're like super clean, but they are horrible people, to keep it that way. And so I'm curious if we're going to see something similar with UC, but it is supposed to be, or if it's more like Coruscant in Star Wars, where you have like this paradise at the top, but then everybody else lives in the lower levels of Coruscant, and it's dingy and ratty and it's slums. Or even in Mass Effect, right? The Presidium versus the wards in Mass Effect. So.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on that? I don't want to cut anyone off.
Besides Constellation, which that's what I'm most excited for, the last group of space explorers, yes, sign me up. But I think my favorite faction is going to be one we don't know about yet. Either at Neon, like a group of rogue hacker street gangs kind of taking over and infiltrating the UC, or say the Followers of the Apocalypse or the Railroad version, that kind of faction that is there more to help people and smaller, scrappier out there doing cool stuff. That's what I want to do. I want to be part of the revolution in Starfield, even though I don't know what it is yet. Let's go.
I love that.
Starting Colony Wars 2.0.
Or maybe stopping Colony Wars 2.0 as an independent faction, keeping the escalating sides from actually,
What if
doing
you could
that.
get the United Colonies and the Free Star to merge? Have a merger.
Well, okay.
I'd love that. Like, and then there's regulators trying to block it, an Activision deal type situation. It just got regulators blocking it, and it's just, that'd be fun.
That's awesome. Pete, ask about Neon too. Just, I don't know if you wrote that question down, but the idea is Neon an independent city? Like we know it's independently, corporately operated, right? But are they officially part of the UC? Do we know for sure if they're like within the?
I believe it's run by a corporation, but it was founded by one corporation, but then another corporation runs it, so we're not quite sure how leadership fully works.
And are they above the law? I guess that's kind of the question there. Like, are they part of UC space officially, or are they separate? I don't know.
Aurora's only legal on the planet, so I'd assume it's like on the outskirts of the borders.
Tylenol, if you are still here, I could probably find it somehow, but just at a quick glance, I see that you redeemed the creator merch pack. If you could also reach out to me on Twitter just to confirm that I get your address. Again, maybe I'm just not seeing it. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to put it in order to make it work. But please just follow up with me just in case if you're still here. Otherwise, I'll try to find you. I think Starfield Signal brought you in, as well as the Myers family. If anyone from there is watching as well, because I do want to send that your way, please. I'll send you one on behalf just for the massive contribution.
Yeah, it's
500.
just
They
insane.
gave 500 towards it.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So, and shout out to the most questions that have been submitted by Martin Brock and Marie. So thank you for your passion. You can see it just exuding through the chat. Let me try to this will be like a yes or no question from Martin Brock. Aurora at Neon. Any other mind easers? So any other drugs? Then,
yes.
Yeah, I would say yes. Absolutely. See, what is the advantage, Lex? What is the advantage of our parents still being alive?
Well, it's more of a disadvantage. You have to pay them.
Oh, right, yeah.
You owe them money.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say now, if you choose, I've said this before. Sorry, Todd. I've said it before. If you choose one of your starting traits as the Adoring Fan replica, the rewards aren't worth it. I'm telling you now. The rewards are not going to be worth it. If you've played Oblivion, the Adoring Fan, he's only good for a torch. I just don't talk to him because the man is insane.
I
You
love
don't want to lose your brain cells.
all the perks, all the backgrounds. It will definitely lend itself to multiple playthroughs too. Although that is something intimidating to think about. I mean, I don't know about you, DeMarco, but when you have a game this large that you seem to be able to play with one character forever, and yet all these different backgrounds and paths you want to explore, what's going to be the push-pull there? How are you going to decide whether to continue with like this one main playthrough, or are you going to run multiple characters? How do you think?
I can answer that easy.
Okay.
For the 37 people who are watching, for the 37 people watching who stayed this long into the Q&A part of the stream, big DeMarco secret, I've never beaten Skyrim because I just keep starting new characters. I have never finished
kidding.
any of the main quest lines, the DLC
Right,
quest
when we're
lines,
done
the
here,
main quest
go
line.
beat Skyrim after this stream.
I have done
Go
the
beat
factions.
Skyrim.
I've done the factions. Not all of them, mind you. Not all of them.
Go beat. No. You gotta beat Alduin. You gotta go and
Get a big bowl of red leek soup. Sit down with your sweet roll. Finish the game.
You gotta finish it.
I actually have the official. It's not here on my shelf, but I do have the official Skyrim cookbook. There is an official Skyrim cookbook. Dog in your background, Jess. Oh my god, so cute. There is an official Skyrim cookbook, and it's amazing, like genuinely. And there's sweet roll recipe in it, which I've not made yet. But yeah, I've never finished. So for me, the answer is simple. I just keep making new characters over and over and over and over and over and over and over again because I like role playing a different way, and that's why I'm excited they went back to the silent protagonist. I'll keep this short, but because you could say the same thing as a silent protagonist, you could say the same thing, but to you it's a different tone if you really get into the role playing part. As a D&D player, I get into the role playing part. So and obviously the NPC's response is still going to be the same. But I like that aspect of it, so I'll cut myself off there.
100%. I love that. I love that answer. We all have people who do that, but I do feel beating it at least once is kind of, it feels good. But I mean, I would say 90% of Skyrim playthroughs, Oblivion playthroughs, Fallout playthroughs, you don't get there because the side quests and your own character, your own story is what it's about, and then you get a great idea for a new character. So totally understand. Yes, a child of the Empire. Thank you, DeMarco. Okay,
yes!
The Civil War is what matters.
Long live the Empire!
True child of the Empire.
Death to the Stormcloak. Do you know that?
Don't join the Empire. They are far more puppets. Don't listen to the I can't say the word, but the N. They're World War II. There you go. That's what the Falmor are.
We in the beginning, and I don't mean to insult the voice actress like at all. I mean this in the nicest way possible. But like even day one when we started playing, I went to the midnight release of Skyrim, and it was me and my cousins, and we were at the midnight release. We came back to my house, and we were like very young babies because I mean it's been almost 15 years or something, like insane since Skyrim. And so we had one person in the living room and one person in the basement, both playing Skyrim on our consoles simultaneously on the Xbox 360. And we would come up and run up the stairs or run down the stairs and be like, "Did you get to this part? No?" And then we'd run back up the stairs like maniacs. And we'd be like, "Whoa, you got this spell?" And we'd run like, "Oh, you're playing a mage? Oh, you're using 2 swords?" Because we were young. Like it's been that long. We were young, so we were just enamored by every bit of that. And so it's one of my favorite memories is Skyrim, and I think that's why it's so special. I like Oblivion better, but and so where was I going with this?
Yeah.
The voice actress in the beginning, the voice actress who, when they're doing the execution in Skyrim, the one goes, "Death to the Stormcloak."
Oh,
she,
really?
Yeah, at the end. And I don't mean any insult to the voice actress. It might just be weird editing for all I know, like the way that the audio got done. But I can't not hear it. And if you listen to the beginning, you'll hear it now too. And just every single time, "Death to the Stormcloak!" Oh, that's too high pitched. "Death to the Stormcloak!" Oh, we have one thing. We have one thing before we go. ASMR Todd Howard. It was redeemed.
Oh.
And I don't know if they're still here, but at least if they rewatch it, they know that we did it.
Did we?
No, we didn't. Well, we're going to.
Okay, how does this work?
ASMR Todd Howard. I've heard ASMR Todd Howard.
All right, are you gonna just play it? We're gonna listen to Todd.
I'm going to play it.
We'll be following along on the stream then. We'll watch the stream version, so we'll be just a couple seconds behind you.
Yeah, that's fine. I gotta breaks into your home to talk. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to stick this full screen. Actually,
yeah, I know this
one. I would say ASMR. I'm assuming. Give me just once. If you want to go through a couple more questions while I try to just get.
Yeah, well,
space.
I think there's like 2 questions left. They are both by Marie, and this one's actually. Let me see. Let me catch the last one here. Okay, so the one before last. What is the background you were planning to start the game with? Being a professor myself, look at you go. Good for you. I will go for a professor. So yeah, what are you gonna start with? I'll go bounty hunter. That's like all I've ever wanted in my life in general. No. Yeah. What about you guys?
Beautiful. I'm sure you've thought about this a lot, Lexi. What do you have?
For me, well, my first playthrough, I'm going to be streaming it on my Xbox from my PC. I'm going to be doing it with Lorefield channel members. So, well, I mean, anyone. You don't have to be like, we don't have that. So, yeah, that's
Right.
going to be our stream playthrough. On my PC, it will be footage in my playthrough.
Nice. I think I'm gonna end.
Wait,
up...
what do you? Hang on. What? What background? I'm sorry. Am I confused?
Oh no, I'm just gonna go. Well, what chat wants? What chat?
Okay, I'm sorry. I
We're doing
totally
it at
misunderstood.
launch, yeah.
Okay, and now I understand what you meant. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, great.
I
Yeah.
mean, I might throw bias, like, I don't know if I want to. I mean, there might be bias, there might not.
All right. So I haven't.
How about you, DeMarco?
Oh, what am I gonna play as? Like, what type of character?
The backgrounds that you can choose.
Oh,
if you can
I don't
remember one.
I don't know the specific backgrounds, no, but I'll give you my playstyle if that's a good substitute. Which I think, because I did this in Mass Effect when I played Mass Effect for the first time. I think I'm just gonna go hard into the space military grunt, like going in wielding my assault rifle with my heavy armor in, which I love the armor sets in the game, and just playing that like rigid, this is the law kind of character.
Yeah.
So that's what I think personally, but
Love
we'll
it.
see. I mean, I get shaped very easily based on the factions I come across, and I'd be like, the Freestar Collective is cool.
From the official list, there are 3 that appeal to me. Explorer, because I just want to get into the base idea of the game. I want to be a cartographer. I want to be an explorer. I am totally on board with Constellation. But Cyber Runner, did you guys see that? Cyber Runner sounds cool, and that seems to me like part of the whole like Neon Collective idea that I really want to get into the underground. And then Combat Medic sounds neat too. I don't really know how a medic class will work here with your team and how much of a squad you can put together, how many companions you can have at once when you're out adventuring. But I'm curious about those.
Very cool.
All right,
Very
let's
cool.
let's.
Very ASMR already. I
Is
thought
it?
I someone at my door.
Is it on? I can't hear anything.
It says ASMR Todd, but is this Todd breaking into my house? Is Todd breaking in? Oh, not the mantle Todd. Oh my god.
Oh God.
Who picked this video? This is so intense.
That's a gun.
Picking the luck, yeah. Oh no, oh no.
It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Fallout 76 is a prequel
Oh, God.
to all the other games.
Oh, I like the music coming in.
It allows us to have 16 times the detail.
You know, Fallout 76 right now is dominating our studio's
Takashi,
bandwidth.
because no one has any idea what's happening right now. We're reacting to this video.
By far the largest project that we've ever done.
Ever-loving moments, like this moment with you.
That was sweet, Todd.
I didn't know that that's what was going on there. Yeah, I was with them. I just knew it was Todd Howard ASMR, so
Yeah,
I thought it was the inappropriate one. I was like, wait a second. I thought we said we couldn't do this.
No, that
but
one was fine.
good.
Yeah, I stopped it. I
Okay.
stopped it when there were some shots going on, but
He crawled under the quilt with us.
yeah, he did crawl under the covers. I like the little smooch he gave before the police came.
That was nice, yeah. That's
But
totally fine.
the slow, gradual buildup of the sweet little lies is what got me. When you just hear the music.
Yeah.
It's like he's got his own IRL theme song. It just surrounds him. Like as you approach him at an event, you'll know it's him from like the sweet little lies that's playing.
Alright.
Yeah, Superman knows what I'm talking about.
All that there was the bed. That was the only thing. There was no editing to the video besides the bed shot. All right.
Love that.
Any last thoughts before we close out?
I think that was it. I think there was just one more. Of course, Marie. Oh, look at that! It was at the very top. It was meant to be. Are you more excited to explore nature or the cities?
Cities. I'm excited for the cities.
Nature.
Yeah, same.
Nature's beautiful.
I'm excited. You know what I'll say? I'm excited for like if the concept art where they had that gigantic ship crash. Remember that one? If that's around, that's what I'm excited to see.
Oh, yes.
Those kinds of environments.
Yes.
So if that counts as nature, then it's nature. But I'm excited.
Yeah.
I mean, the NPC
Well, it's-
density and how big the city's got, I'm excited for that.
Generally cities. Yeah, there is a lot of excitement there, but I can't wait to. I chart the planets and live in the cities.
I think I'm the only person that wants to wander for hours on the planet doing absolutely zero
No,
progress.
that's exactly what I want to do, Lexi. Absolutely. That sounds ideal.
Like people on the stream, like doing a live playthrough on my TV over there. I'm gonna be like, "What are you doing? Where's the fun content?" I'm like, "This is fun. Look at me.
This is it. This is
I'm,
what we
I'm a
waited
real.
25
This is
Yeah.
the future."
I see Jenkins. When is my Discord server coming back? When I hit 10,000 subscribers, I will make a Discord server. You could screenshot that, save it, record it, whatever you want to do. 10,000
Maybe on
subs.
playback.
That'll
I'll
bring it
hold
back.
you to that.
Go for it.
You tweet, "Oh my god, I've hit 10k," and be like, "Looking forward to that." Discord server.
How do we feel about oceans? Will there be boats, and can we use submarines? Jess, you seem like a water person.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Never too much. Never too much water. In the immortal words of IGN, too much water, no, not a thing for me. I do like the idea of underwater exploration for sure. I doubt we'll have underwater vessels, but maybe there'll be specific missions. That would be super cool.
Yeah, it's always been a big thing. Like I know with Elder Scrolls, people want those underwater environments too.
Watch out for the slaughterfish.
That's all you have to watch out for, unfortunately,
need to
because there's
bring
not much
back-
else to see.
They need to bring back underwater combat.
I agree. I agree.
There's a whole lot of flailing there. Yeah, Neon is built on the water. Exactly, Lee. Like I can definitely picture specific missions around there.
Neon is on a nondescript water world, so there won't be much land, if any. So maybe if you go deep into the ocean, you might find a
Kevin
nice
Costner?
kraken.
Like in Waterworld?
That brings on the idea of vehicles in general too. You mentioned submarines, DeMarco. Like, do we expect to have separate vehicles from our ship that we're using on planet? Are we going to rent a bicycle? Are we going to have a Land Rover or a Mako?
Bicycle. I don't want to guess.
A space bicycle like ET, just flying through space. That's gonna be a mod. Someone has to mod that. And chat if there's any modders modding a ship bicycle.
I know I've been wrong. Like you could see my early videos. I didn't take them down because it's just a part of the channel where I was set. There's a video I have like things that could ruin Starfield, and I mentioned spaceflight as one of them. I was like, I don't think it's gonna be in the game. Like they wouldn't do that, and they did that. So,
Until
not talking vehicles
2022,
anymore.
free flight was at a heavy debate, and I even made a meme about it saying the scroll of truth, and it's like Starfield won't have manual flight, and it's like yeah. So, well, looking back, we were all wrong, and we also all thought Starfield would only have like 5 or 4 planets.
True.
How naive we were.
yeah. I had like 8 to 10 at the outside. I'm like
Everyone's
maybe
like-
some moons, maybe a few bases, but the 1,000 planets was mind blowing. I mean, that's what he wanted it to be. And I know that there was a bit of a backlash to that, of course, among the naysayers. Like, well, okay, but then what are they going to fill them with? But man, no, to me, I just see potential.
I was one of those naysayers. I still am. I'm not wholly convinced, but I have to see it. I'm not wholly-
Well, they've hinted randomly generated towns.
Yep.
Like,
Entire
and
radiant
dungeons.
encounters, pop-up towns. You're not just going to meet a wandering NPC. You're going to come across a town that has been sculpted.
I do hope that
radiant.
town, when it's spawned, is permanent. I do hope that.
That they stay, absolutely. Yeah, we don't want ghost towns.
No, Todd.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, this stream's almost over. Come on.
Yeah, he's getting.
He's
going.
like, I'm just gonna go.
With that, I think we could get into, as much as I love this. I think
going. Yeah.
I can genuinely keep going, but I need to eat because I'm getting a little.
I need to eat too.
Yeah. But listen, I will. This is not a one. I know it was hosted here on this channel. This was not a one-person thing. This was Jess. This was Red. This was Lorefield. Both Lexi and Mitch. This was Starfield Signal, and it was Light, and it was everybody who sent in videos. Joey Caps, Just Dom, who literally came out of retirement just to make that one video. King Fanman, he had an emergency, so he couldn't submit anything, but he was really hard trying to. But something did come up, but he wanted to be here for it as well. The Myers family, I just seen the names going across. Benjamin, Carrick soon, Scooter, Kava, Anonymous is all those, just everybody. Chris, you guys are all champions. We couldn't have done this without you. And like I said, they say $1,000 is 2/3 of chemotherapy. So quite literally during this event, we have given a kid not just one, but 3/6, 6, 8, 1.5 times chemotherapy.
Math,
And if you saw me getting emotional before, it's space maths exactly. If you saw me getting emotional before, it's because I set a goal of 500. We reached 2,000. And I could not have done that with everybody who helped to come to fruition. Thank you, Jess, for putting together the fan videos. Thank you, Red, for helping with the setup of this stream. And you were for both times I needed. Anyway, I could go on, but the thanks are there, and none of it's underappreciated.
Can we give a quick thank you again to DamarcoDude for everything you did for this? You say it's not a one-channel thing, and that's true, but everything you're doing to organize this, to talk about this, to give us a place to channel our excitement, which you can see everyone's excited, but also helping out to encourage the donations, the giveaways that you're doing. And I know others are helping, but still, that's just really big of you, man, and well done.
Gonna make me cry. If anybody does have, I just want to make sure that I shout this out. If anybody does have anything extra that they do want to give, maybe you didn't want to give to St. Jude's because you don't trust it. I'm gonna send a link in the chat. Ken, who runs Fallout 76 podcast, Chad of Fallout 76 podcast, excuse me, he has his partner is going through significant medical troubles, and they are in a lot of heavy debt because they're just trying to afford the bills for his treatment. And this man has raised over $500,000 for St. Jude's with his charity, Fallout for Hope, which this was inspired by 1,000%. I mean, Stars for Change, Fallout for Hope, it's there. Yep. So there's a link in the chat. If you do have anything that you want to, maybe you couldn't contribute today, and maybe you find, you get paid in a week, or you just have an extra $5. You don't have to, of course. It's whatever you can afford. I'll be donating to that myself. And please do consider giving there, because he's a huge member of the community. Anyway,
Ken is a wonderful man, and
please,
definitely consider that. Founding Fallout for Hope, Fallout Stream Team, Chad Fallout 76 podcast. He has done so much, but beyond that, like you're saying, he's helped lead the charge and rally the community so many times for people in need. And the situation, he gets into it in the video. If you go through the link and you take a look, Travis, his husband, has been dealing with this for a while, and there's been a lot of improvements. But as you all know, with the American medical system, continued help, even when you're approving, keeps on costing money. That doesn't go away, and it builds up. And yeah, he hit a point where he had to ask for some help. So certainly consider it. Couldn't be a more deserving person and good friend.
All right. So with that, on a positive note, $2,000, over 2,000. Thank you everybody who was here. I'm gonna keep saying it. I apologize if it's getting annoying, but this has been absolutely exceeded every single possible expectation I had in the best possible way, and I can't be more grateful. Please do subscribe to all the folks that were here. I apologize, I don't think I got Robots Radio in the description, but search Robots Radio and on YouTube, subscribe to their channel, Starfield Signal,
Lorecast.
Lorecast, yep, Starfield Lorecast. Jess, does everybody just want to kind of go through and do that? If you're not subscribed to me as well, I just shout myself out, but does everybody want to go through and just kind of give their things?
Sure, let's do that. Do you want to start, Red Wolf?
Oh, sure. Yeah, so you can find me at Red Wolf Renegade on Twitter, the only Red Wolf Renegade on Twitter. With no numbers, that is, just so everyone understands. It's been a confusing thing lately. You can also find me at Red Wolf Renegade, which is in the description down below. I got a weekly podcast down there every 6 p.m. Or every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will be live streaming the showcase on Sunday. So that'll be a big milestone. A very, very small channel. So if you want to help me out, you want to be part of the little community we got going on, check me out there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm on it as well, so we do that together.
Yeah.
Lex?
So I run Lorefield with Mitch, who's just commented. Thank you very much, Mitch. We also run, which is how we started, we run the Lore subreddit for the game, which has a unique name for a Bethesda Lore subreddit. It's r/Lorefield. That's not to do with our podcast or anything. That is purely it. We advertise, like, on the sidebar. We've got the podcast YouTube, but generally, like, it's not a place to talk about the podcast. It is the Lore subreddit. That is what it is. But on YouTube, me and Mitch wanted to do something cool for the community, so we have the Lorefield podcast, which for now is losing just general fun topics with the community.
Nice.
Which Wolf and DamarcoDude have been hosts on, and we've had many YouTubers. But that will become a lore show, a bit like the Starfield Lorecast after launch, and we will also be doing lore content.
Nice.
Awesome.
And Jess, you have a lot of stuff you do.
Yeah, well, let's just hit a few. You can follow me on Twitter, at sleepisforT. That is at sleepisfor, the letter T. You can listen to some of my shows. I have a group called ASA Podcasting. I do a podcast called The Fallout Feed, longest running Fallout podcast out there, just hitting episode 417 this week. Another podcast called Dames Who Game. I stream on Twitch at U Wastelanders. That's the letter U. Wastelanders stands for United Wastelanders. And I'm just, Jessica Star, Fallout. Search for it and you'll find me. And pretty soon, Jessica Star Field, right? I think, I mean, that's my name. I was born for this.
Oh, I see. Look at you. That's what an evolution.
It was there all along. I'm hitting my final form. But speaking of final form, DeMarco, they're saying, DeMarco, watch the tears, stuff. Oh my gosh, DeMarco, this has just been so great to watch.
All right, thank you everybody one last time on behalf of everybody here for Stars for Change. Look forward to trying to do more of this in the future, and hopefully, I know there were some other names, I'm not going to say now, but some other names that were interested but couldn't be a part of it, and not just the ones that we featured in videos or otherwise. So we're going to keep them tucked away in our back pocket for a bit, and hopefully we can do it. But thank you guys, and we will see you all among the Starfield. So long, everybody.
Bye.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Whoa.
You did it.
We did it, yeah.
Good. Let's see if I can.
Want them to hear the post-show commentary.
That's fine.
Jenkins says, we can still hear you. 100.
Jenkins, it's not real. It's not real.
Not real.
Auditory hallucination, absolutely. Y'all, you've been amazing. What an amazing audience. Like, DeMarco, this is so good. Good for you, man.
We're gonna slowly phase us out, all right? And there I go. Bye.